muted and go live. There we go. Excellent. All right. Let me just get all my notes in order. I'm looking at the map right now to answer your question about where you guys are going to head next. So right now you guys are by area M and N, having cleared that stuff out. I believe your next stop was going up to L. No, you've been to L before. L is where the that was the Crabs estate. Where were you arcing around to?
We were going to the guy who went native or abandoned his duties.
Yeah.
Or was that this guy?
That was the guy that
living in fear in town, right? That was.
Yeah, that was the guy that was like living in fear. He like blew up his own bridge.
All right,
Yeah.
So we took care of him,
and then you guys went to Tellus.
Handled that.
Yeah, the one you guys are talking about was in Old Town. Where you guys convinced them to come live with you guys.
Yeah.
I think
Lachlan Lake and the Angler over in Pensaris, and then the Night Swan.
I think we were going to visit the we saved some people from that gold snake, and we were gonna go visit.
The Archbanker,
the temple.
Yeah, the mayor.
Archbanker, Lady Peril.
Yeah, Archbanker, dude. That's like the coolest title.
Yeah. That was when you guys were going to Lothidar. Was the town you had to do. That's town number 6, I believe. Let me double check. Yes.
Oh. So that's like the other way.
Correct. That's like you guys could try to catch a boat down the Merritt Canal. You guys are at L right now. Or L is where the Crab Manor is, so you could go to there and then take a road. Kind of curves around Lake Stavian. Goes to 6 and 10. That's H and I. That was where the Archbanker.
Where did the Night Swan attack that thing?
Let me pull this up so people listening know what we're talking about. So the Night Swan attacked them along the highway near the Stavian Barony. The Laston Highway.
Yeah, so same direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that region.
That way.
Lachlan Lake, that was where you guys had heard about rumors as well about like some swan spirit. Which is also near the Archbanker.
Yeah.
So
and we're not like are we on a time limit for anything? Do we have like anything cooking that we needed to be back in Stockus for? And can we rename it? Because I feel like Stockus is kind of.
Can you rename it? I mean, maybe once they like you more.
Yeah. I mean, do they really get a choice?
I mean, technically not, but.
How about we name it to Galatown?
No, I'm trying to put my name on something bigger.
Gotta start small though.
Hell yeah. So, would you guys want to try to hire a boat to go on the canal, or just take the road?
Try going down the canal.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can you swim?
Well, it's on my character sheet. I don't have any points in it, but it's there.
I'm not.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to be trained in it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're good at it either.
Well, I wasn't planning on getting out.
All right.
Isn't there like a boat?
Are we likely to die from it?
In the.
No, if you guys waited by the river for perhaps like a couple hours, you'd be able to flag down some passenger barges fairly quickly.
Taxi.
Water taxi.
Pretty much water taxi. Is there anything you guys want to do before you try to catch that riverboat?
Honestly, not really.
All right. Well, the Baron here that you freed, and that is, of course, Baron Tellus, is just like, I thank you so much for ridding me of that curse. You had the chance to slay me, and you did not. I'm in your debt.
Yeah, well, we always try to do the right thing, even if it's sometimes harder, because...
Yeah, to hear Olivia say that, Galatas' mouth just drops open.
I recommend burning everything. There are spiders everywhere in here, and you really don't want to live like that.
Yeah, I think I'm fully gonna move out after today. I don't really want to live here anymore. Not exactly the best associations going on.
Should we remind him we're taking donations to rebuild the town of Stockus?
Ooh.
Suggested donations when saving people is in play.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check as you talk about that.
I just mentioned aloud to the party and let someone good at talking talk.
Well, the first benefit was because you guys saved him and cured him. You guys got those extra loyalty points last session.
Yep.
Ooh, the 27-25 though.
While you were a spider person, man, your neighbors were a bit concerned and they blew up the bridge. Now, we were hoping to be able to rebuild that bridge, so if there's any help that you could give towards that aim, that would be really wonderful.
All right. Here. I can call in some favors that are owed me of local craftsmen. Take this. He presses into your hand a signet ring. It's got a tall pine tree in the center. This is the signet ring of House Tellus. If you show that to, he lists a few different craftsmen in the area. He's they will I basically have some free builds from them. They will repair that bridge.
Oh, nice.
Thank you kindly, Malish.
Can I do something that I've wanted to do for a while?
I mean, go for it.
You can't kiss him too.
Okay. So you know how we have shadowy agents?
Yeah.
Because we're Olivia's gonna see the ring. She's gonna have the list of names written down, and she's just gonna raise her hand, and a small humanoid in entirely dressed in black is gonna roll in comically, think like a Monty Python sketch, but it's a ninja instead of a knight, right?
It comes rolling out of one of the doors. He takes a knee in front of Olivia.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the list of the names. I'm gonna give him the ring, and I'm gonna say get to work. And then he's gonna comically roll back the exact same way, like the camera just flipped into reverse.
Yes, Thimble. He does a bunch of backwards somersaults and fucking just rolls out of there.
Yeah. Oh man, I've been saving that one.
Baron Tellus just him and his groundskeeper comically their eyes just follow the rolling guy and then watch him roll out, and he's was that does that happen often, or?
We've been working on the timing.
I'll admit I was caught off guard a little bit, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, you should.
Well, be that as it may, where are you all headed to now?
We are going up the canal.
Oh, excellent.
Did we ask how he got cursed ever?
I don't think so.
I think you had heard that hags were involved. That's about it.
But we didn't ask him, and he's no longer cursed. Correct?
No, you did not ask him.
Do,
I don't think anyone
do we
asked
care
him.
about that?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Good Baron. How was it that you became afflicted? Is that something we should worry about in the county?
You look over. He's like kind of like twirling some of the groundskeeper's hair curls around his fingers. Like, well, you see, one stormy night about a decade ago, these 3 old women knocked on the estate's grand doors during a stormy night. They asked for shelter. I told them that they should get out of here, find an inn, and slam the door in their face. Little did I know that these were the Sisters of Indulgent Dreams, a coven of night hags. Now, it's probably not, it's just a rumor. But I heard them chatting. I think they have worked for Duke Lothide in the past.
This is the coven of what?
It's called, the Sisters of Indulgent Dreams. And they're a coven of night hags. It's like, I think they are in service to the Lothide family.
Well, that's a bit creepy.
Good to know.
Is that knowledge local for the Indulgent Dreams? Okay, so Olivia, you have heard a little bit about them. They're kind of like, like almost an old wives' tale, but they are real. But people have talked about them for, years and years, decades. They largely kind of are, in theory, supposed to roam around Moret, camping in different places, luring people in, and even though this kind of seems like a morality tale, like he should have just helped them, they're like notorious for like putting on that front and then fucking people over. Like, they like try to trick someone into like, oh, you failed the moral test, but really it's because the coven was gonna cast spells on them anyway.
So, are they doing any good in the community, or is this just basically all bad?
It's like all bad.
Okay, so if we
They're
got rid
like,
of them, no one would really mind.
No one really minds. They're not like that necessarily like the most dangerous thing in the county, but it's definitely like a bedtime story. Like, oh, if you don't go to bed right now, the Sisters of Indulgent Dreams are gonna curse you.
They cursed this guy.
Oh, they full cursed him, yeah.
Right, so they should be brought to justice.
Might work with the Lothide family, who we may or may not have some run-ins with in the future.
I'll just talk to Bartleby and see what they're about.
Okay.
I'm
just saying we could remove an asset with a legal reason.
We could have another trial. Everybody loves a trial.
No witch trials.
Literal witch trial.
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
More stones.
All right.
This week on War for the Crown People's Court.
No, I'll talk to him. I'm sure he didn't have those witches curse this man. That doesn't seem like something he would do.
No, but they still cursed him, even if he didn't direct it.
I cast Detect Magic on Olivia. Is she enchanted?
No. She's full up on drugs, probably, but...
Sometimes she forgets that we're supposed to be good and the Count is bad.
Uh-huh.
The Count's an attractive man.
I mean, like...
I'm
I'm just saying.
Well, with those things in mind, are you all... Any of the questions you want to ask him before you head out on the river?
I think we should probably let him get back to putting his situation in order.
It's totally wrecked fucking domain. All right.
So just to catch you up, Prince Davian went crazy, and is now dead, and now there's a civil war between his daughter
What?
Eutropia and
That's
his
a really
general-
stressful thing to drop on me.
Sorry.
Olivia in the background is just gonna go for it. It's a war for the crown.
Lightning like crackles in the sky in the background out of nowhere. It's a clear day.
I just want you to know that Princess Eutropia sent us to help you.
Specifically.
Oh, yeah, good name
Specifically, Princess Eutropia sent you.
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely. She basically saved you herself. That's what you should remember.
Oh, well, I suppose what political influence is left to me, I will devote to her.
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
Job well done, team.
As you guys casually stroll back out, hop the pit trap in the front. I'm gonna say that probably Toddy and Tanith are gonna split off and take the road route back, just to update back in Area O, update like Old Town and tell them like, oh, you know, the Baron you were running from is cured.
Might
Oh,
want
good.
to remain and get away.
Yeah, so that's
They're having a honeymoon. Big deal.
yeah, that's what they're up to while you guys are gone. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give me a D100 roll from Olivia. I'm just gonna see how easily you guys are able to get the water taxi and get down the river.
I don't know, man. Seems like a knowledge local roll.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing too dangerous happens. You wanted low that time. It's a bit choppy. You find like just one of the passing, essentially, water taxis that goes up and down Rhett County. It's a pretty successful way to do shipping here, just because a lot of the time, either with like bandits or potential inclement weather, these roads aren't the best maintained. It's a very rural area, so it can be hard to travel by land sometimes. However, on your way through, you would pass Area K over here, number 17. That is the barony of Baroness Voynam, Adela Voynam. She's the one that was the like retired commander of the Taldan Phalanx.
Should we stop by and say hi?
Up to you guys. You would know that the Voidwood right next to it. That's pretty much like her whole territory as well.
Yeah, I know that. At least personally, I love when other nobles just show up unannounced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a bit of an incident.
Good. Well, excellent. Up to you guys though. If you want to go, you can. You don't have to though.
Yeah, let's stop
Be like,
in.
hey, we're
Here, I'm gonna drop you guys just so we can kind of see the travel vibes we're going with. I'm gonna put us on the county maps. So you guys are going up Moret Canal right now, ending up in area 17 and K right there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's pop up Baroness and her token. Her area compared to like the Stavian barony and like when you're at the Palace of Birdsong, a lot less pomp and circumstance here. Like you go up to her palace, and basically just like a wooden military fort on a lot of it. Clearly still big into like her days as a legate, and as you approach, you see she is actively like chopping at a training dummy with a greatsword.
Hey Ben.
Yes.
How easy would it be to besiege her house?
Give me a knowledge engineering check. Pretty fucking hard. She's really good at what she does. You see there's like defenses, like trenches, spikes. There's like several like miniature catapults that have been like wheeled up to the top of her building.
Respectable. You know.
But you guys did fully befriend her before.
Yep.
She's like, oh, Galatas, Machiavelli, Phineas, Liv. A pleasure. What are you doing at my estate?
Baroness.
Greetings.
We were just taking the canal towards Lake Stavian and thought we might stop in and say hi since we're going past.
Mhm.
Your company is most welcome.
Yeah, thank you. And how are things here in the wood?
They are, for the most part, good. I do worry. Well, I worry about poachers in the Voidwood. That's been a large problem as of late. And not only
What did you say?
poachers. You see, there's a lot of rare beasts in the Voidwood. Not necessarily, mythical ones, but just like wild cats and forest boars, things that are supposed to be protected, that people poach either for their meat or just for trophy hunting, which I think is quite the waste.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are
It's
those
like-
worth like a lot?
Is what's worth a
Or
lot?
Is it?
The trophies?
Is it like? Do they hunt for like the thrill, or are the like? Is it like the pelts valuable? You know.
I assume a mix of both.
Mm.
We were just
It's
returning
disgusting,
from dealing
honestly.
with Baron Tellus's curse and breaking it.
She
Heard
just
reports of
puts her sword down. She's like, hold on, back that up. What happened?
Were you aware that he had been cursed?
I was not. I thought he had just let his domain fall into disrepair. He's cursed?
Well, he
Was.
was.
He was.
He was cursed by hags.
Good God.
What was the creature he was called? He was like a Spider-Man.
Oh, like his creature type?
Yeah.
Y'all got me jumping all over this book. Hold on.
I want to say Etten, but it's definitely not Etten. But something like
It's
that.
not Eden, for sure. Alright, this was in area. And he is a... No, those are the thugs. In Ettercap.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, like creepy spider humanoids.
Yeah.
They cursed him to become an Ettercap.
Mm-hmm.
Horrifying beast, to be sure.
Absolutely.
And then we.
But
freaked
we
him
managed
through
to
true
defeat him and then break the curse.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
So he should be back to handling his duties, hopefully.
Yeah.
One can only hope.
I did hear a report of a poacher in the area. Be happy to look into it for you.
I'd quite appreciate that. I have seen what you all are doing in Starkis, and while it is on the edge of my barony, I appreciate neighbors who are taking such initiative.
Do you have any additional information for us to go on in tracking down these poachers?
At the moment, I do not, but should an event like that occur, I will send a runner to fetch you as soon as possible.
All right, Ben, I'm a little unclear. Are we going to go look for them now, or are we going to wait for something to...
She just doesn't have any, pretty much just trigger. She just doesn't have any info on them at the moment.
Okay.
Phineas does, but he
You,
doesn't
I
want to
mean,
say
you,
anything.
you could just straight dive into the Voidwood and look for them, but it might be difficult. There might be other hazards as a result.
Mm.
We could
What
just
do you
go.
know,
poach him.
Phineas?
Phineas heard a rumor that it's Portimer.
Who's Portimer?
Who's Portimer, Ben?
Portimer of Stachys. This is one of the cases that you guys have... People you heard about as criminals in Stachys. He is a poacher. He was caught poaching the Count's deer in the Abbeywood a few weeks ago. But you know that he has definitely poached in other places as well.
So when we get back home.
Yeah, we can.
You know, we do have agents. We could have someone keep an eye on him.
Sure, you could designate some agents for that. Absolutely, you could.
All right. Well, when we get back, maybe we'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you can select how many you'd like to send after him. Up. All right. Excellent. Sending.
All right. Well, we pass a
track
bit of
of all these
time
threads.
with the Baroness.
Sure. I would say give me just a diplomacy check with her. You guys can roll to assist each other. See how your relation. Oh yeah, I mean, fucking right off the bat, Galatus, just taking point. 30 as well. Everyone just like really stepping into their roles as the tribunes. Just talks like local politics, what certain barons and nobles and other baronets could do to like improve the stock of the people. And probably they're not 20, even like glance onto the topic of the war for the crown in a pretty favorable light. You think she is not opposed at all to the princess.
Nice. Is she the one that gave us the money to start up the vineyard again?
Yes, she's the one who gave you the start of the vineyard.
All right, so we're going to tell her about that, and maybe feel her out if there's anything else she wants to donate to upgrading Stockus.
Oh, the vineyard's going well then. Excellent.
Yeah, it'll be some time before it produces, but at least it's up and functioning. Fortunately, a lot of the grape stock there was still fine.
Good. Well, my goodness, I'm quite excited here. Are there any other... and the rest of your repairs go all right?
Oh, we're short on funds, of course, but we have made good progress.
I'll tell you what. If you give me a crate of the first year's vintage, I can throw in... she like kind of looks around at her fortifications. There's like extra material there. She's like, I could send about 1,000 gold pieces of, cloth, wood, nails, to assist in repairs of Stockus.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you. All right. So guys, unless you have any further questions for her, you could keep sailing up Moret Canal. You see there is like a joint that goes off to Stockus. The Stockus Spur would lead you back to your own area. But you go all the way up to Lake Stavian and Lothidar.
Burn it to the ground. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
So I'll give you a little bit of description. So situated on the banks of Lake Stavian, named for the Lothide family originally, Lothidar is the largest town in Moret County. Supports a variety of industries, from timber and brewing to trading, smithing, all sorts of stuff. You also know it has the largest current temple in the county, which is the Grand Bank of Abadar. Which you guys have ever heard about. That's the one that's overseen by Archbanker Lady Peril. And that is this lady.
Oh, is that the Lady of Castle Peril?
No. Too perilous.
As you guys enter the town, are you guys going to try to go directly there? Are you trying to suss out the area? What's your plan?
I don't think there's any reason not to just go straight there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really interested in meeting the Archbanker and how one acquires a title such as Archbanker.
It's actually a title in the
It's the
Clergy of Abadar.
yeah, it's part of the Abadar Church.
Never mind then.
It's still a badass title though. All right, as you guys all go into the city towards this like very, aesthetically pleasing white stone cathedral with stained glass windows. The glowing key of Abadar is like featured prominently. Give me perception checks as you move through the town. All right. All right, 23, 25.
Is your Gistrit floating around?
No, he's a book that I carry in my arms.
Yeah, he's just chilling in book mode. Right. You guys do not notice anything, but you do get a slight sense of unease. As you make your way into the temple, you see the priests that you rescued last time. The one who survived, had to deliver his companion's body. He comes running up to you. Oh, you're here already. Please come with me. And he leads you into a back, an altar at the back of the church, not the main one, but like a little one off to the side. It seems to be towards some of the saints that have served Abadar over the years. And then you see the archbanker is kind of kneeling, eyes closed in prayer. Her fingers are kind of like in the shape of a triangle, forming an eye to represent the eye on the golden key.
Okay, well, I will be quiet respectfully.
After a few minutes, she turns around to all of you. Hello. I am Archbanker Lady Peril.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes. I understand you were able to rescue, or at least return, what was left of my acolytes, Mice and Maladus?
That is correct.
Well, then I have a great many thanks to provide to both of you. Now, it is my understanding that you have started a temple of your own in Stalkis. Could you tell me more about that?
Of course. And I'll fill her in on the hero that we found and figured that Iomedae would be an appropriate deity to worship and how we've got her interred there.
Well, I think I have an offer for you, an exchange of ideals. You see, my young acolyte here, Maladus, well, Maladus had an old family longsword that was rather rusted from disuse. They're not a fighter. But just the other day, after you saved him, it shone as if it had been polished frequently and for many years. He took this as a sign of the inheritor's touch. I will dispatch my acolyte to serve in your temple.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
She inclines her head slowly. May this be a beneficial and equal relationship between our two communities.
Agreed.
Now, I do have some formal duties to attend to. However, while it is not from the resources of the bank itself, I have done considerably well for myself as Archbanker. I wish to provide you something from my personal stores. We're going to get a loot drop from her. Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry.
Just sounded like an excited shriek. Oh, you're echoing a little bit. Alright. Let's say the book-clutching Phineas. Phineas, you want to roll, you want armor and weapons possibility, or just straight wondrous?
Straight wondrous.
Oh, hell yeah. Show me some, D12 and a D100. Let's find out. What's going on in her personal stores? Ooh, wrist slot. Hell yeah. Get some variety. And that is a 74.
Oh, sweet, a slap bracelet.
It's a slap bracelet with the fucking Abadar holy symbol on the front.
You can use it to knock out, do non-lethal damage.
74, that's a high roll, even though that's a lower tiered chart.
We get it out of a claw machine.
I'm gonna send you guys the link here in a second. But she explains to you, she's like, these are vambraces of defense. She hands you a set of polished steel vambraces. They'll help protect you in battle. They give you a +1 deflection bonus to AC, and once per day, as an immediate action, if you have at least one hand free, and you would normally be hit from a ranged attack, you can deflect it from the brace with the bracers, taking no damage, as if you had the deflect arrows feat. So you can just Wonder Woman that shit away.
You're very generous, my lady.
Well, profit begets profit, and I think our relationship will help swell the coffers of both of our churches. All right. She said. After that, she's like, "Is there anything else I can help you with? If you would like a room here for the night, it's getting a little late. I would be happy to either pay for it in for you all, or you could simply room here at the cathedral."
Does anyone have a preference? I mean,
No.
personally, the Abadars or Abadarians are a little bit stuffy for my taste.
Fair.
I don't mind if she puts us up in an inn.
All right. Excellent. We are. For now, we're going to use the same map as our tavern back in Stockus, because it's the best inn one I have at the moment. I'm going to drop you guys over here. Probably mostly Greg, because you guys have explored a lot of it. You can drop your people in the front bar, wherever you would like. I'm not pinging on the right layer. There we go. The priest gets sent with you. They're very eager to put you guys up in a room. The whole expense is paid for. They pay for you guys to even have like baths and stuff. You are welcome to each choose a room by yourself or sleep in a paired room, up to you. There is one large suite with 4 beds and 4 smaller suites with 2 beds each.
Well, I think Galatus and Valeros should have a suite to themselves.
All right, Galaros heads off to find their own suite. All right.
Although this evening, as a
Sure.
worshiper of Caden Kalen, I will help everyone have a good time in the inn and enjoy conviviality and give Caden Kalen's blessing to everyone.
Oh, hell yeah. You begin... He has less prayers and more, like, drinking songs. But you immediately, like, kick it into overdrive. Like, people are happy. Bards are, like, playing music. There's mead glasses clinking. All sorts of good stuff.
And I say to my companions, isn't this nice?
As you guys go to sleep, so you guys, they give you a key. You can lock your door. Is anyone staying up, or you guys want to get a good night's sleep? Or, like, are you trying to do anything while you're in a big town?
Nah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Make sure the door's locked. Set a couple bear traps.
Do you have bear traps?
I'm going to in the future now that this is something that's happening.
Alright, fair enough.
Actually, I do have Keep Watch now as one of my spells, so
true.
I think Valeros and I will stay up, and we'll just hang out in the bar all night.
Hell yeah, you guys hang out in the bar. Alright. As you all are hanging out in the bar, while the others are asleep, give me a perception check from Galatus and Valeros. All right. That was lucky. With a 28 Galatus, you see a figure sneak past the window behind Valeros as you're like looking at your companion. Seems to be heading towards the brick chimney to begin climbing.
Is this person being obviously stealthy?
Yes, they are very much trying to be stealthy. And you can see they're wearing a swan-shaped mask.
Hey, come on in. Have a drink with us.
She looks around, makes sure no one's watching. Oh man, how would she react to that right away? She just stiffens as didn't think anyone was gonna spot her.
All right, and then I will call out the name that we think she has.
Lady Lucrezia.
Yeah.
All right, keep your voice down, damn it. Look, why don't we meet upstairs? We'll talk there.
All right.
She cracks her whip out and swings up the chimney to go into the rooms.
She's an odd lady.
All right. So I'm gonna put her in your room, which I believe is this one.
Yep.
All right. Give me one sec. Boop 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 boop. All right.
I must say, we do find your antics very entertaining.
Look, they're not supposed to be entertaining. I'm trying to
Well,
dismantle this government from within, okay?
Sure. How much of the government are you trying to get rid of?
How much are you comfortable with getting rid of?
Well, we would certainly love to displace Bartleby, but we are supporters of Princess Eutropia.
Well, listen.
And we do support reforms to give more freedom and power to the people.
Look,
The
I appreciate some of what she's doing, but the fact is, the aristocracy in this country is insane. The authoritarian government is it needs to be dismantled brick by brick.
See, now, in principle, I agree with you. It's just that so many people get hurt in the chaos that follows such a huge transformation. Wouldn't it be better if we could enact reforms that improved people's lot without tearing down the entire system?
Interesting. Alright. Go ahead and you basically have now unlocked the Night Swan's social stat block. Go ahead and give me a sense motive check on her as you gave her this initial speech. Okay.
I'm rolling really well tonight.
Yeah, holy shit, you're rolling hot. Okay. So, here are some things to know about her. One, obviously hates nobles. That's going to give you a penalty. However, if she has an immediate affection for anyone actively rooting out corruption and abuse. She also hates anyone implying that she doesn't understand something, or implying she doesn't understand what she's doing or the needs of others, whether she does actually understand it or not.
Okay.
You would also know that she is big into Galton history and Andoran history. Places that have thrown off the shackles of government. Especially Galton, where it's essentially just an anarchy over there.
Mm-hmm.
Andoran, perhaps less so, but they did overthrow all of their aristocracy, so she is also impressed with that.
Okay.
this point, like, hearing you support Princess Eutropia, that's not going to be... She doesn't like that too much. But
Sure.
she does, she's like, look, under my alter ego, I reserved the giant suite in the other room. Perhaps you should gather your allies and we can have a talk. Agreed?
Sounds good.
She, like, opens the door, heads down the hall. I assuming you're rousing the others. Oh, she's fully still dressed as the Night Swan when you go in, Machiavelli.
Yeah, so we'll gather everyone.
Okay.
Oh, I gathered Phineas too.
Wait, do they tell me what's happening?
Yeah, I think he was saying he goes around and, like, grabs everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my Night Swan replica mask that I wore to the masquerade.
As you come in, she's like, kind of got her tongue, in her cheek, just like, yeah, I saw you wearing that at the ball.
I'm gonna do the Spider-Man meme.
Shoot the finger guns at her, or the pointing at her.
Yeah, just pointed her.
Night Swans, what do we do now?
She, like, fully does not reciprocate and is just, like, lounging in a chair, like, boots up on the table.
Well, this is
Okay,
confusing. I don't know which is which.
I'm gonna signal my agent again.
Wait, isn't that, like, one of your abilities that you can call on the agents, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
I can read through it again.
I think you can do it, more than once a day, I believe, so you should be fine.
Okay.
What are you calling in your agent to do? As you, have stationed, some of your spy network is in Lothadar, apparently.
They just follow me around. It's like 3 halflings in a trench coat. They were all in the bar earlier.
Galatus, you see one of the halflings you got, like, you tried to get super drunk downstairs while you guys talked about Caden, just come stumbling into the room.
What's he doing here?
He's with me.
The halfling, again, also does, like, the pointing Spider-Man meme, but this time at Galatus, and he's like, wait, you're with the thimble? What's going on here?
I'm gonna lean down and I'm gonna whisper into his ear. Night Swan doesn't like comedic things. I'm just using him as a notepad.
Lucrezia, aka the Night Swan, is just like, what's happening? This is her art, by the way, in case you guys want to see. She's got, like, this, like, wicked, like, chain whip with a dagger on it. She's like, alright,
Did
go ahead.
we get all her discoveries?
All her what?
Her discoveries?
All the other things, like, that could influence her and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was going about her weaknesses, but as for the actual checks that can influence, the 2 biggest ones are knowledge local and knowledge history. Alternatively, if you have profession librarian, that could help. Or acrobatics, disguise, or just straight diplomacy.
Well, I'm good at several of those.
I fucking love that profession. Like, what are the odds that any player ever has chosen that?
I'm gonna look at Phineas and say, is it museums or is it libraries?
Libraries.
It belongs in a library.
All right. So, what does she want to tell us?
I'm biased.
Right. Once you're all in here, she, like, kind of gets to the meat of the matter, and she's like, "Look, I've been living in Lothadar for a few weeks now, and thanks to my training, those who've been seeking me have a lot of trouble locating me. However, you all, when you come into town, are quite noticeable. And I need to find out where you stand, because you are new blood. There's not a lot of new blood in the aristocracy. Then again, you seem to be friends with Baron O'Cara. an honor-bound traditionalist. I need to know where you stand, and if it's in the way of the common folk.
You've done quite a bit for our common folk. And I don't think they appreciate being called common. They're just folk.
Yeah, who the fuck are you to label them? Like, really?
She's like, alright, semantic police, you know what I mean. I mean us, the people. I'm not a noble, neither are they.
We're doing our best to persuade Baron O'Cara to get with a little bit more with the program and let go of some of the traditional habits that he has.
Give me. I would say that in terms of checks that get affected, that would be a diplomacy check for sure. And that assists to a +3, which is a 21. Olivia, are you pointing this out as well?
Yeah.
Good God. All right. So you guys are gonna get that's a success, which is gonna kind of swing you back from the brink here when she was mad about Eutropia. She kind of like takes out the blade, like the blade end of her chain, and is like kind of scraping away at some imagined dirt on her boot. And she's like, "Be that as it may, Baron O'Cara is a hard man to convince.
I learned about. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I learned about this in negotiation school, and I'm gonna mirror her.
You just like sit the same way she is.
Yeah.
She kind of just stares at you as you're still fully in like a copycat mask with your boots up on like the other end of the table. It's just like, all right.
Basically twins.
Yeah.
Yes, twins, of course.
Well, they do say imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Olivia is quite enjoying your career.
Look, what are your intentions in Moret County? What's the end game?
I think that the end game is really the elevation of the common folk, and realistically, our job here is to get rid of the Baron.
Probably his cousin
Right.
too. Finish him off.
Look, we all think
Yeah.
Titus is a dick. Cousin Titus sucks.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, him.
I know, right?
Then why did you get in the way of my assassination attempt?
Well,
Listen, lady, I told them not to. They were all about not killing people when we should be killing people. I don't know.
Nature
honestly,
was a vacuum.
honestly, I really do regret stepping in and saving his life, because now
Look.
he like loves me. It's weird. Don't.
He loves you?
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. I'm like taking advantage.
Other
of it.
guy.
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
There's a lot to unpack. I'm gonna have to go to like therapy or something for this.
Alright, well, I don't know any good therapists. If I did, I probably wouldn't be running around as a vigilante, to be quite frank. Alright. So you want to get rid of the Baron. That, I can get behind. I understand that. Do you have any ideas of how exactly you're going to go about that?
Sword.
Well, right now we're like flipping all of the other nobles in the county to our side. You know, we just turned a guy back from being a spider. We saved another person's daughter from like making out with like a dead corpse.
Gross.
Yeah.
Listen,
We
I
just got like a.
would say, yeah, that's a knowledge local check. I think we'll call that one. As you like start describing like the different political structures around Moret. Oh yeah, 28. That is another success.
Let me get my D6 in there.
But yeah, see if you can
It's a
escalate
32.
it. Not quite enough for 2 successes. Or sorry, like not quite enough for +2, but it is another success. You guys have 2 successes now.
And then I also like mentioned that we like destabilized a bandit group. All the other shit that we've done so far.
And we didn't go in and hurt them. We went in and talked to them. They were just people trying to make a living, and now they're making a living like everyone else.
Yeah, breaking knees for us instead of against us.
And I just look at him or look at her like,
Breaking
no.
knees for us.
Actually, most of them are farming.
Yeah, I didn't remember the knee breaking either.
I do appreciate a bit of destabilization like that.
Oh, we got rid of what's his face, Elfie McElfface.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah.
The
Hangs out with the Count.
half-elf-
Oh, Sir Golgassar.
Sir Gilgasson?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
Wow.
Crab hands.
She kind of like rubs her chin. He's like, that would make infiltrating the palace significantly easier.
that's what we
Hey.
thought.
Look, I understand wanting the Count dead. He like really creeps me out. But like I'm like this close to having him write me into his will. So if you want to wait like maybe a month,
Yeah.
Phineas will gloss over that, and
She looks like disgusted. She's like, you want me to wait so he can be in his will?
yeah,
You're in
so
it
we
for the
can
wealth?
take the money and
To
No,
give back
look.
to the common folk,
Hold-
like
hold
Robin
on.
Hood.
First off,
Hmm.
how dare you accuse me of being a gold digger? I've invested everything that we've gotten recently.
Your
into that
words,
town.
not mine.
Like, disgusted. Are you only in this for the fame?
I'm not. The person who publishes those tales about me, it's merely to help the common folk find a hero.
Well, could have fooled me. I'm just saying.
The means to an end, right?
A means to an end. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's his scam. Means to an end. Get with the Count, get his money, maybe give some to the common folk. Means to an end.
Phineas will try to use historical examples of peaceful transitions of power as a reason not to just kill him.
Sure, give me a knowledge history check. Good God, you guys are on fucking fire tonight. Yeah, you cite examples of like a few times where different factions within like monarchies or similar type governments have like switched royal houses, or, like switched to a parliament, like that kind of thing. And she's pretty impressed by that. That's actually going to be 2 successes there on that nat 20 and a 30, which brings you all to 4. She like takes her boots off the table, leans, and is like, "Look, I admit."
Olivia Mears.
She like stops talking, looks over to Olivia. I admit, those are good examples, but I am a woman of action. Surely all this politicking can only go so far. Eventually, you'll have to take the fight to the manor, correct?
Honestly,
God, I hope so.
to not have to do that, like realistically, we would like a peaceful, like him to just step down peacefully when we show up with a big ass army. But like, if we have to kill him, we have to kill him. You know.
Well,
It's a plan. It's not the first plan.
Honestly, on like the list of the alphabet, it's like 30.
all right.
It's more like B or C, if we're being honest.
I'm trying to sound more impressive. Okay.
All right. Listen. My grand vision is this. I would like nothing more than to end all political structures and instate total self-rule within Taldor. That being said,
Hold on. Pause. You saw how good that was working out when the Baron stepped out of like Old Town, right?
I haven't been to the Golden Bridge in quite some time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were there for like 2 hours, and we, accepted all of the refugees from the land without a ruler because he was scared of getting cursed. I mean, I'm
Ooh.
just saying.
I'd say you could do a sense motive check on her as one of your influence checks here to see how that went across. A 22 is going to do it. She is certainly impressed that you managed to like save this community that ostensibly is pretty much without a ruler. Like there is a like minor noble there, but she is very pleased by that. And she's also starting to open up to you guys. Her body language changes a bit. Her arms, aren't crossed anymore. She seems a bit more at ease.
Olivia Mears.
Stop. Well, all right. Well, anyway, she's like slightly less at ease, but she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna let it get to me. So, like he said, flattery. Sincerest form of flattery is her copying me. I'll take that as a compliment. All right. I do worry about one thing from your plan. What if Okara opposes you?
Then we slit his throat.
No.
Yes.
Akara's a good man, and I don't think he's going to oppose us. Believe me, he's distracted at the moment.
Sounds like a lot of wistful thinking. We should probably have a plan in place.
Yeah,
I will
just
personally
to take his
run him through.
outmaneuver him so he's unable to provide support for the Baron.
And I believe that we can convince him to rally to our cause, as supporting the Baron isn't necessarily a traditionalist viewpoint. It's all about how you coach these things.
Well, should the need arise, we could always strike from a distance. You see, she
Olivia's-
kind of flicks her wrist, and you see there is like a chamber with a bunch of throwing darts underneath. One click slip with a poison. Could be all we need.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
Man, it's like so fucked up that my romantic interest had to be the Count because I really like this girl.
She can be your new romantic interest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Party.
we hook up as like a buddy cop to like kill the Count.
Buddy cop. All right.
Like I'm the
She looks like
kooky
she
side.
is like you relegated yourself to the sidekick position.
And she's she's like the serious go get 'em type, and I'm
Hell
like
yeah.
the kooky sidekick.
So you guys definitely can see that you are very close to swaying her here. I think one more check might tip her over the edge. Although, depending on what you do going forward, you could potentially make her even more helpful towards you all. So what's your next move here in convincing her? 'Cause she seems very close.
I would
The
like
thing
to
is
roll
that-
to socially pin her.
All right, well, hold on. You go ahead. What was the thing?
Sorry.
The thing is that we are both powerful factions, and we'd be far better off working together towards those goals we have in common than working against each other.
All right. That is, even before Valoros assists you, that is a success. You all are going to gain 2 loyalty points as she becomes friendly towards you. You also gain 1,200 XP each. If you can further convince her, you could perhaps gain all of that basically again, if you can make her helpful.
Sorry, how much was the XP?
1,200. and then 2 loyalty points.
Olivia's gonna pensively think, how can she sway this rugged, militant, type, you know? She's like an anarchist, right?
Yeah, oh, she is
What anarchists love.
definitely an anarchist. You see that she's started to like kind of she just like runs her finger down the blade of her chain spear, which is that weapon she's carrying.
Actually, have we seen her in action at all? I don't recall.
Not really. You saw her running away. That was about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like twice. Olivia's gonna invite her to the sewing circle. I was making like a thing where I was talking about the anarchist cookbook.
Oh, gotcha.
Baking to sewing. Invite her to the sewing circle.
I see the thread of logic there.
Yeah. Anarchists love sewing.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Really, I'm gonna be like, hey, I've got like a really, really good spy ring. We meet on Wednesdays in Stockus. It's me and a bunch of old women.
Oh, Gladys and her friends?
Yeah, you know Gladys?
Yeah. No, I'll be there.
Oh, can't wait.
Do you know that Gladys used to be a militant anarchist?
Yeah, I did. She told me.
Excellent. Alright, well, that diplomacy check, that is another success. Alright. So you guys basically have enough time here for 2 more checks against her. She's 1 away from the next tier. So now it's time for closing arguments.
Now we roll the socially pinned.
I must admit,
So-
I am intrigued by what you are doing, and at the very least, we can be allies.
Excellent. What are your plans now?
Well, it's comforting knowing that I won't have to kill you all, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's comforting for us too.
As for now, well, I'm hoping that if it comes to it, you'll choose me over Akira. I think I have more to offer. But I suppose I could take your step at things and try to remove the Baron peacefully. That being said, I saw your agent in here earlier. Perhaps we could prepare more, and I'll train them in what I've learned over the years.
That would be quite handy.
Olivia's gonna fucking perk the fuck up at her ninja assassins getting more ninja assassin.
She's like, think less stealth, more like a avenger for the people. Effectively, she'd be able to like help teach them like vigilante skills instead of like ninja or rogue skills.
Okay.
All right, Ben. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but
Yes, good start.
I want to be very suave and demonstrate my acrobatics as I, go lift up her hand and, like as we're preparing to leave.
How much have you drank tonight?
Fair amount, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll say he knew how to handle it. He was mainly hyping up the bar, not trying to like get
Oh.
wasted. Okay.
By so doing, using my acrobatics to make a check for persuasion.
Okay. I'm gonna say you kind of do, like, in the beginning of Willy Wonka where he pretends to stumble and then does like a sweet somersault and stand up. You try to do that and come up like right in front of her to shake hands. Give me that acrobatics roll.
Hang on, more suave.
Oh, even more suave. Like take her hand and kiss it.
Well, not exactly. Maybe spin her around so that I have her.
You try to like take her chain and use it to like spin her by pulling on the chain, like as it wraps around and unspirals. Give me that acrobatics check. Let me double check her acrobatics DC. All right, just gonna copy this text for you guys. Give me 1 second. This is 3 of her skills that can be influenced. And the DC is 21. You spin around, and she like at first looks kind of annoyed that you touched her chain spear, and it's just like, well, now I can be confident that all plans have a chance of success. And with that, you guys are gonna make her to the point where she is friendly. So you guys get another 1,200. Another 2 loyalty points. And she says, I have to go make plans of my own, but despite your peaceful disposition, sometimes there is only so much spy masters can do. Take this in case things get rough. She pulls out a fully charged wand of cure moderate wounds and passes that to you guys.
Olivia's going to blush at the mention of her being a spy master.
Do you try to hide that, or are you just like...
No, like little old me. Hand over her mouth.
She sees, she's like, you're an odd duck, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I'm more of a swan. I don't know if you can tell by the mask. But...
She gives like a light chuckle. She's like, well, until we meet again. She like kicks the window open and just fucking swings away on the chain spear. Alright. So you guys got her XP. You got all 4 loyalty points from her. We are going to go ahead and I think take our break now because it's a good pausing point. I'm going to go get some food because I'm real hungry. But, per usual, going to go help the baby, so I'll be back in 10 minutes. I will see you guys then. And I'll meet you guys so you can plan if you want. Truly is a victory when there's no actual poop. All right, cool. So you guys successfully influenced the Night Swan here. I was really worried you guys were gonna try to jump her
I was hoping she'd influence us.
to
she's
social anarchism.
Yeah.
Give her time; she'll work on it.
That would really take the game off the rails, Ben, if all your social people just started going for anarchy.
It would be rough. In a game of political maneuvering, that would be a rough path to head down.
Be a short game.
It sure would. It sure would.
All right. So what else did we have in this area to do?
Boo. If you were going for that big old catfish, you also heard the rumor about the supernatural swan that supposedly lives in Lochline Lake, which is near where you guys are. It's if you continue down the road past Lothidar, you could pass Lochline Lake actually on the way back to Stockus.
All right. So fish and fowl.
Oh, and that's not where the fish is. The fish is a different lake.
Wait, let me double check. Is the fish a different lake? I thought it was the same lake. Now I don't know. Stand by 1 sec. They are two different lakes, but they are the lakes that are right next to each other. It's Lachlan Lake is the swan. Lake Pensaris, the one past it, is the fish.
All right. Joe, what's your preference?
Let's go hunt a bird.
Okay.
Bird first.
Hell yeah.
Hey, while we're in the town, I'm gonna buy how much does a fucking bear trap cost?
I can check. I think it's 2 gold pieces. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. Let's find out. All right, a bear trap, just a basic one, is 2 gold pieces. Fucking nailed it.
I'm gonna buy 6.
Here's all
bear traps?
the stats on it. They do weigh 10 pounds, so
You're rather slight.
that's a lot of weight to stock up on all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what the carriage is for.
Yeah, we don't have the carriage.
Oh, we don't? Fuck.
No, we came on the canal.
Yeah.
Our carriage is full of set bear traps.
God, dude, what kind of level 7 characters don't have fucking bags of holding?
Us, because we're not smart.
You have halflings for that. They just carry them around, 1 per halfling.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna signal my
All right.
my agents.
They could be little bear trap missiles.
Just fucking little pack mules.
Little pack
Oh, man.
mules. All right, so you guys are heading to the lake. Where's my spot? All right, and there's nothing else you guys want to buy before you go?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so as you all approach Lachlan Lake, I'll put you guys back on the map so we can see where we're going. You guys were up here, heading down toward Lachlan Lake. All right. Get some music going in the background. Lachlan Lake, as you approach, it's shallow and choked with like frogs and water plants. A lot of aquatic birds make their home here. You can see like various cranes flying off. But from what you've heard and established since, you think about a local myth. This is the rumor you heard, oft repeated in taverns, claims that a long-dead duke drowned his young wife in Lachlan Lake after marrying her at the Circle of Stones. The maiden's angry spirit returned a year later as a swan who could walk as a woman under moonlight to take her revenge on her husband.
Did anything happen?
Oh yeah. At first, the Duke caught her and kept her sedated by pouring 6 vials of holy water into the lake on the anniversary of her death each summer. A tradition that was normally continued in this county until Bartleby took over. So the first time in many decades, the holy water flowing to the lake has stopped. Knowing all this, what do you all do as you approach Lachlan Lake?
I think we buy some holy water.
Look
Yeah,
around.
I think we're regretting not buying holy water before we came in.
Sure, give me a perception check. All right. You hear the distant sound of flute music. And as you follow it to your source, you see a beautiful young maiden. I'm going to show you all on the map. This is the figure you see. In armor with a cloak made of pure white swan feathers.
Does she see us?
If she has, she hasn't taken the time to acknowledge you. She's still kind of playing away.
How good is her playing?
It's pretty great.
Your music is amazing. Has she
Thank
acknowledged
you.
that at all?
It's been a long
what
time
do you-
since I conversed with a mortal.
Ah, you are not mortal then.
Not as such. I'm a swan maiden, bound to this lake, but I endure through the ages.
And what do you do besides playing your flute?
Once I protected the lake. The nobles respected me and respected nature. That was, of course, until Bartleby took over.
Yeah, we're not big fans of his either. What happened then?
He released a monster onto the shore of the lake, and since it's been there, it has been gorging itself on birds and fish, while also turning the portion of my once resplendent waterway into a polluted mess.
Well, that sounds like something we might be able to help with. Where is this monster?
If you could do this service, I would be most grateful, and I could provide you with much assistance.
Well, that's very kind. But monsters need destroying anyway, so we would happily do it for nothing.
Very well. I'll have you know that it only comes out at night, but I will send you to the lake shore where it feeds. It is a gelatinous body in ochre in color. Be careful. It's the largest of its size I've ever seen or heard of.
Do we know what this is she's talking about?
Give me a knowledge dungeoneering check.
Mm,
Ooh, 21's gonna do it. You would know. Whoops, hold on. Music changed without me wanting to do that.
I thought they were just celebrating my success.
Oh, that was way too intense. You would know that this sounds like an ochre jelly, which is a type of like large-sized ooze. Although from what she's describing, it seems like this one, with its dimensions, is closer to huge-sized.
oh
And
my.
a bit more deadly. You know that most oozes are, mindless, so they are immune to a lot of effects. Their body, being gelatinous, is immune to things like crits and, precision type damage. And they're quite acidic.
About electricity.
I would say with that check, they are immune to electricity.
All right, what do you say we go back to town, figure out what exactly this thing is and what we need to do for it, and get whatever supplies we need?
Sure.
Because hopefully they've got some sort of library so we can get a better idea.
Yeah. I mean, I would say with that 22 assisting you up there, and Galatas doing it, I think you would know. I would say you just know the rest of the stuff. So you would know that they are immune to electricity, mind affecting, poison, sleep, paralysis, stunning, slashing, piercing. So that only bludgeoning damage really hurts them. They're not subject to crits or flanking, and they don't take additional damage from precision-based attacks such as sneak attack. The best thing to do against them is bludgeoning them, or magic as well. Biggest thing to watch out for with this breed is that they would try to grab you and suck you in.
Yeah.
They're also
have
very
very little-
slow. Is another downside for them. They're very slow. Both slow to move and slow to react.
All right, so anybody got anything that'll help with that? Because I certainly don't.
Nope.
I mean,
Nothing.
I can punch it and I can conjure flaming spheres. They don't sound like they're immune to those.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah,
Well, maybe we go back and stock up on a bunch of alchemist fire.
just chuck them at it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to stock up? Be my guess.
I mean, if we can chuck it from a distance.
Let me double check Alchemist Fire price. Alchemist Fire, that is 20 GP a pop.
Yep.
There's also a improved version called Artoku's Fire. It's like Alchemist Fire, but it's like white hot flames that do 2d6, and the splash does 1d6 instead of just 1.
You
How
know,
much does that cost?
Those cost 100.
Yeah, maybe let's just try killing it. I don't know if I want to dump like a shit
Well,
ton of gold and killing it ooze.
well, if
Who's
it's really
got-
slow, I can just keep flaming sphere on it, and then that lasts for like 7 rounds per use.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, we can just literally outwalk it and just keep letting it burn while it tries to come after us.
How slow is it?
Oh yeah, with that check, I can specify exactly how slow. You would know that it has a speed of 10 feet.
All right. Does anybody have bludgeoning weapons?
No.
I
Got
know
a
most of us are
shield.
scrappy.
Hold up my fists.
These motherfuckers.
All right. Well, if you guys think we have enough to do it, we can give it a go.
All right.
If we can't take it, I guess we can always run away.
Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna drop you guys on the lake edge here. Give me one sec. So you all are gonna drop over here in the top left. Knowing that it only comes out at night, which is why it's so shadowy. Are you guys trying to like stealthily approach it, or just kind of brazen your way up?
I mean, there's never a reason not to do stealth.
You guys can try to stealth it out. You would know it's it has blind sense, but if it's not gotten out of the lake yet, you might be far enough away.
Yeah.
And then we need Galatus, Valorous, and them to drop over here as well. All right, 26. Okay. We'll call this like a group stealth check. So you get like a majority of successes. It'll just be like a group pass.
Make up for my one.
Well, that's two. So we just need that's 2 successes. You need 1 more success on Galatus. Hello. Oh, I think you're muted, Galatus, unless that's on purpose. In which case, ignore me. Alright, well, perhaps something came up in the moment, but... hold on, I can roll a quick Stealth-a-Rooney using his bonus. Give me a sec. Let's roll some dice. Okay, that is a majority success. You all can then make a perception check to see if you can spot this thing coming out of the lake. Okay, that's definitely gonna see it. Alright.
I would have done all my buffs before you like walked up.
Yeah, I mean, you had, I think, pretty reasonable. You guys had a lot of time running it. Okay, so I'm gonna move it so you know which direction it's coming from. It's coming from this direction, right here. You would see that it's kind of moving to make landfall over to the east of you guys, like toward this side of the beach. So I want to put it out of range of its blind sense. But you guys see it move over in this direction. Make sure I got that distance right. Yeah, that's right. But you guys can definitely hear like just dark music. Or dark like sucking noises.
All right, well, Phineas, it's your show.
Yeah.
I'll move up a little bit so I can see it, and I'll cast Flaming Sphere on it and roll it towards it. It's a DC 16 reflex.
Yeah, this thing has great reflex. Shockingly, with a holy shit, how bad is that even gonna be? With a -1, it fails.
So it takes 14 damage.
Alright, 14, and that's fire.
It's huge, right?
It is huge sized, yes. Yeah.
You can literally make it so that even like no matter the direction that it moves, it takes damage next turn.
Alright. With that opening fire, flaming sphere, let's roll for initiative with this ochre jelly. Well, actually, hold on,
Ogre?
pause one sec. Let me delete the right ones first. Okay, continue. You're
Olga,
good.
not Olga.
Holy shit. I'm blown away that it got that high. Has a -3. All right. That is straight back to Phineas then.
I roll the spear at it again, and I hold my action to punch it if it gets within range.
Okay. It's going to take another 3d6 there.
That's 13 more damage.
Plus your bonus. All right. You see like burning like clumps of jelly just like slough off into the lake and onto the shore itself. All right. So it is going to take the run action, and even so, still not be able to make it to you guys.
And I'm just putting my Gishfit down to represent the sphere.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. It still only makes it to here, and it does not have reach. And after a full run action, its AC is going to be lower as well. That brings us to Galatus.
All right. So Galatus is going to look around for any other things that he might be able to stab with his rapier.
Seems it's just the jelly.
No pests. I mean, I could do a mosquito.
Hold on. Let me get my one sec. Getting the D100 for this game. Or the
Swarm of giant mosquitoes fly out from the lake.
you see a particularly angry-looking muskrat in the weeds by the lake.
Well, I'm not sure that's really a pest, is it?
It's vicious. It could have rabies.
Oh, well, all right.
You stab so far through it that it like bends the rapier blade, and as you pull it back, it's like pa-ting! The blade straightens out again, and the muskrat goes and just splashes into the lake.
All right, and then with my move, I'm going to back up 30 feet
That was just like excellent shot.
off the map.
Right,
Yeah,
you full run off the map. All right, in that case, let's go to Machiavelli.
Did we figure out if it's completely immune to like piercing damage or just resistant to?
It is like full immune to it.
I'll just delay.
This thing is like your guys' worst nightmare.
Yeah, where 3 people have rapiers and another person has a longsword.
Olivia.
Don't worry, I'll let him slowly get to me and I'll hit him with a shield.
I'm gonna go 60 feet straight up in the
You
air.
should try and hit him
All
hard enough.
right,
with
you
your
just blast off into the air with your fly spell. Your like sylph hair billowing in the breeze. What's she gonna do?
Oh, that's it. She's just.
Oh, just okay. Alright, fair enough. You're just chilling up there. Phineas.
My move action pulls the sphere back towards it.
Okay.
It's gonna roll the hit.
All right. Had a fucking another -1.
So it takes 16 damage.
Jesus, it's rolled 2 nat 1s on a on the save that it's just objectively awful at anyway.
And for my standard action, I'll cast Chill Touch on my hands.
All right. The ice crackles to life, kind of forming like a rime of frost on your hands. It is going to move 10 feet forward. And then attempt to slam into you with just like its whole gelatinous mass. What is Phineas's AC right now? That's the wrong one.
22. I'm also in my snake stance, so let me know how high it rolls, because
Okay.
I can change that.
Holy shit. That is going to be a 23.
Okay, so I'll use an immediate action to change my AC to 30.
All right. It's so this is your snake stance that changes it.
Yeah.
You like sinuously like move out of the way to the left, is like slams down right where you were standing, but you managed to completely avoid it.
Come off delay.
And that is its whole turn. Yeah, you come off delay. Go ahead.
I'll walk up, bash him with a shield.
Alrighty. Oh, jeez.
The first one for 9.
That absolutely hits. You just like squish some of its like living protoplasm under your shield, rendering it completely inert.
Squish.
Squish, squish. All right, Galatus and Valoros, you guys just straight chilling?
Yep.
Hold on, let me move up.
I'm going to stay out of its range so that if it were to run at me, it still couldn't get me.
Okay, gotcha. Olivia, as you float above, you doing anything?
Yeah, she's gonna go from like, you know, superhero kind of floating like that to like lounging, like she's lying down on a bed.
I just want to make the game harder. All right, Phineas, go for it.
The fiery spear will come rolling into its back.
Okay. That time it is a 15.
Needed a 16.
Oh, God damn. Dude, I am cursed at rolling in this campaign. All right, takes another 13. As more of that just like burns away.
And then I punch it with... does a 23 hit?
I'm just double checking. Just accidentally closed its sheet instead of minimizing it. 23 does hit.
So it takes 18 damage from my punch.
All right, takes 18 damage, and then you actually are going to take some acidic damage back from its body. You're going to take 8 acid damage.
Ow.
As it just kind of like,
Rude.
you like pull your fist back out. You basically like froze a section of it, then shattered it. But before it could freeze, it touched your hand and started to like eat away at the skin. All right. It is going to try and slam each of Phineas and Machiavelli once. All right. Phineas first. That is a potential crit. With a even 20 to confirm.
33 would be my AC.
Jesus Christ. Well, I get would that go off before like the nat 20 automatically hitting?
Yeah.
I guess
But
it wouldn't confirm. Yeah. All right.
It just stopped it from confirming.
All right. You managed to like dodge roll to the side with your snake stance, and avoid the like massive full brunt of this impact. That being said, you are going to take 15 damage. And what is your combat maneuver defense?
Combat maneuver defense is a 20.
All right, you are grabbed in like this pseudopod of slime. Like that little tentacle on the token is like wrapped around you. That was just its first act though. Other one on Machiavelli. Machiavelli, what's your AC right now?
24.
24. Okay, that is going to be a hit as well. All right, you are going to take 15 damage. And your combat maneuver defense?
26.
With a 23, it fails to latch onto you as well. It has this thing where it can grab both of you as long as it can keep producing pseudopods. But you manage to dodge out of the way after taking that acid impact. Back to Machiavelli.
Double shield action.
Hell yeah, go for it. 29, 22, both of those hit. For a total of 16 bludgeoning. This thing is still up, however. Brings us back to the boys at the back, who are just kind of chilling at a distance. Olivia still chilling above.
Oh yeah, she can't meaningfully contribute to something like this.
All right. In that case, Phineas.
So, flaming spear.
All right, Flaming Sphere goes off first. And you can definitely... Its body is so big, you could target that away from yourself, even though you're grappled. Hold on. Landed cocked. That is a... God. Fuck, it's a 14.
That's only 8 damage.
Okay, it's still cooking then. It's still up.
I'm grappled, but I can still punch grappled, right?
Yes, you just take a -4 while attacking while grappled.
I thought
For light weapons? Yeah, and unarmed.
unarmed. I don't think so.
Oh, unarmed, actually, I don't think you do. I think it's just light weapons you take the penalty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't take a penalty
Grappled.
for anything.
A grappled creature takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls and combat maneuvers. I don't see anything about it being different for unarmed versus light. I know it needs to be unarmed or light to make the attack.
Okay. Because a 1-4 would be a 20.
I mean, it's still fucking hits. You just, while wrapped up, just like bam, bam, just keep punching into this thing.
So that'd be 15 damage.
15. It is still up, however. All right. So it is going to, as one of its moves, with the pseudopod extended, try to suck Phineas into its body. But it is not going to manage to do that and actually loses its grip on Phineas. And then I'm going to roll. This thing literally has no mind. So it's going to be evens odds, which one it's going to try to slap you again. It's going to either be evens, Phineas, odds, Machiavelli. Machiavelli, it's going for you. With a 22 to hit.
That'll miss.
Like, duck behind your shield as, like, it slams into you. It's, like, bulbous mass is, like, bending around the shield trying to reach you, but you shove it off. All right, Machiavelli.
How does Phineas look in there? Not good.
Not great.
How does this thing look? Can I tell? The pieces of it everywhere.
Give me either a perception check or a dungeoneering check. Okay, based on what you've known about how people fight different kinds of oozes, this one is pretty close to death. It's a bit more powerful than its normal ochre counterparts. Be thinking perhaps a turn or so you could probably finish it off.
Try and finish him.
It'll depend on how high you roll damage.
Well, I can't crit him.
Can't crit. So it's 14. Still barely alive. Although it is like almost lost like all sense of cohesion. It's like sliming all over the place, falling apart. Valoros and Gallus is just like, yeah, you know, huzzah in the background. And brings us back around to the top to Phineas.
Fiery sphere.
All right, let's see if it makes it for once. On a natural 19 on the die, that's going to be a 18 to make the save.
So it finally survived.
Finally makes it.
Does a 16 hit it?
16 does hit it. And that's
So
going to
that's
be
11 damage.
11. Super, super close, but it is like hanging on by the tiniest of threads.
I'll take a 5-foot step back.
Okay. As you 5-foot step back, it's just going to go full ham on Machiavelli. That is gonna be a 24 and a 23.
One yes, one no.
Okay. All right, that is going to be 20 damage to Machiavelli.
Ow.
No me
Things-
gusta.
Souped up. And gonna try to grapple you in a pseudopod. That's gonna be a 19, which I don't believe does it. 26, right?
Nope.
Yeah, okay, it's
Yep.
not gonna it's gonna fail to do that. Machiavelli, you are hurt but still free to attack.
Try and finish him.
Shame about these crits, but with the 8 and the 8, you kind of like pull the shield off your arm, hold it by the two bottom corners, and just slam it over this thing's head. Splatters everywhere, and the jelly goes down.
Success.
Success
Nice job,
indeed.
Good hit. Good hit.
All right. Anybody wounded?
Yes. I've been gooped.
Gooped hard.
Ooh,
Alright.
Let's go team.
All right. So with that being said, as you guys divvy up your healing, everybody is going to get. Calculate this.
We couldn't have done it without your sky lounging for inspiration.
Everybody's gonna get 800 XP.
All right. We're almost 32% to next level.
Hell
It was
yeah.
was 24 loyalty points like a check mark?
Is that what you guys are up to now? I don't think it is. I think the next one is like. I want to say it's 30.
Okay. I just remember that
I took a
20
picture
was-
so I would remember, and then immediately filled my phone with memes. So that was dumb. I should have favorited it.
Yeah.
You should have said like 100 anyway. Like, oh yeah, you get to 100 points to the next level, no big deal.
Alright. Let's just check that out. Alright, as you guys heal up, do you head back to the Swan?
Does it have any treasure? Did it swallow anything that?
Give me a perception check. See if it has like absorbed anything into its body.
And detect magic.
Alright. 18's
Ah,
not gonna do it. However, detecting magic and looking, not actually at it, but you see an aura emanating from under the water offshore.
Well, I think the person who looks the best in wet clothing should go get it.
I do.
All
Oh
right.
my god, what is all these nat 20s tonight? Jesus fuck. So you dive down. This thing is giving off a moderate divination aura. And I'm going to show you all this in a minute. You find this weirdly, even though it's in like the midst of like the gunk at the bottom of the lake, this mask is pristine. It's like a half face mask of ivory with gold inlay, as well as tiny studs of sapphire and emeralds. Give me a spell or knowledge arcana check will work too, but spellcraft to identify specific abilities. With an arcana check though, you oh my god. All right, well first of all, the arcana check, you know that this is another relic of Taldor. This is something that has been worn by musicians and bards in Taldor's history. It is known as the Subtle Mask.
That is very pretty.
Doesn't look very subtle.
When you put it on, it seems to disappear, leaving only the golden patterns as tattoos, and it colors one of the wearer's eyes green and one blue, like heterochromia.
I put it on underwater and come up with
There
you see,
go.
he's just got all these crazy like gold tattoos around his eyes. So for now, you get +2 on sense motive checks, and you can use comprehend languages once per day. Additionally, this one is at its first triumph, which I will paste in as well so you guys can see this as reference. But essentially, you can mentally activate it as a swift action while conversing with someone or observing a conversation to use detect thoughts. DC equals 17 plus 1 per triumph point on a single participant.
Given that sense motive is what I can replace my AC with, I like it.
Fair. All right, hold on. I'm going to paste in the first triumph. So now you guys can see that in your notes when you reference the subtle mask.
Nice. I'll tell everybody when I get up there what I found.
Hell yeah. Whew, love me a good triumph. All right. So, with that find, though, put us back on our general exploration map. Shortly after, even before you walk around, like to the other side where you first found the Swan Maiden, you see a beautiful swan, the bird, fly towards you, and as it lands, metamorphose like back into this woman.
Well,
How did it go?
the creature is destroyed.
Her shoulders kind of sag in relief. Good, good. I feared for the health of the lake. Now, first I can offer you knowledge. There is a relic hidden within the lake, deep beneath the waters. It is known...
Is it this? I take off the mask.
Oh, yes, I should have noticed that your tattoos were on you. Yes, it's that. I don't know much of the mask's history, but I know that it was once worn by a singer whose voice left kings weeping and laid mountains low.
Impressive.
Oh, yellow ribbon. Nope. Doesn't do that for me.
She's
Sorry.
like, perhaps its magical abilities were overstated. But, like relics of our great nation, and yes, I do still consider our nation great, it will grow as you grow. Keep it safe, adventurer. Additionally, I have more gifts for you. She waves her swan cloak, and you briefly see the water recede as if, like, on a tide, which is weird because there's like not this lake is not very big and there's not really a tide in this lake. But you see a crazy assortment of crates. There's like gears, mechanical mechanisms, oils, tools, various like stone blocks, all stuff that should be weathered by the water that hasn't been. And she's like, a few years ago, I killed several poachers who tried to overfish in this lake and hunt the beasts of the land. I stole all their supplies. Please, do what you will with it. Give me an appraise check and a knowledge local check on this like hoard of stuff. Okay, 17 appraise is enough to know that if you sold it in Lothadar, it would fetch about 1,000 gold pieces. With the knowledge local check, 10, 12, assisting Olivia need to be to 15, so you guys tack on to hers. You would know that if you just straight gave this to the builders and artisans in your town, it's the equivalent of 3,000 gold pieces of town improvements.
Nice.
Well, I guess we know where that's going.
Indeed. Also, outside of, like, you know, in character, what she's giving you, For befriending the Swan Maiden, you guys get 1 loyalty point. And an additional 800 XP each.
Can I ask her a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Lady of the Lake,
Yes.
villagers with the holy water, did that do anything?
Well, it does somewhat temper my unrivaled bloodlust in killing the mayor in charge of this region, or baron, or whoever happens to be in charge. Now that I'm free of protecting the lake, I suppose I could go slaughter that Bartleby gentleman.
Good.
As long as, no one was able to get holy water in there quickly, I guess.
He's had his time. He could have tried. I think death is probably the only solution.
Of course, are you still going to have bloodlust to kill the next leader after Bartleby?
I suppose if the next leader were to continue pouring holy water in my lake once a year, no.
All right. Makes sense to me. In a lot of ways, he brought this on himself.
I agree. He sucks.
Phineas looks thoughtful. We literally just convinced a woman not to go kill him. Okay.
I mean, at some point we gotta look at this. There's a big line of people on the 4 column.
Hey, look, Miss Swan, is it?
My real name is Atratus.
Okay.
A trotted swan.
No, I became a swan. It's not my last name or anything.
Wait, are you the Night Swan?
Do you mean that lovely woman with the chain spear?
Yes.
I'm not, but she came to me and begged my aid many years ago, and I think I was the inspiration for her vigilantism, her alter ego.
Interesting.
Yeah, you two would get along really well.
Yeah, honestly, we just met her. I was having a guffaw when I asked if you were the Night. I know who the Night Swan is.
Very well.
Really convincing disguise, though. Had us go in there for a little bit. So we just convinced her that maybe killing Bartleby right now isn't the best thing for the county. However, we're not completely against the idea. We're talking trying to flip everybody and then show up and have a coup, but bloodless, right?
Yeah.
You see her eyes as she starts to use some of her innate magic. Her eyes begin to flare a bright white, and as her voice reverbs and echoes across the lake, she's like, "Know this. For what you have done for me, I will resist my revenge for a year and a day. But if it is not resolved by then, I will strike, and I will strike hard."
I was actually gonna say, hey, we're probably gonna I don't see this ending peacefully. When it is time for us to go kill him, are you down? Or
Would you like to be our +1 at the Angry Mall? Is what she's at.
Why don't you guys give me a diplomacy check on Atratus?
okay.
She's a very serious woman here.
Look, I'm just saying.
Oh, 40. Way to go.
Jesus. Okay.
Shoot me a DM. I'll come murder with you.
You see she plucks a feather from her swan cloak. Know this. If you hold this feather and whisper my name into it and let it fly upon the wind, I will fly to you when you call me.
Awesome.
Nice. Good job, Olivia.
Now, unless you want to become swans like me, I bid you fly on the wings of fortune.
Wait, is that like an option?
Olivia,
She turns into a swan and flies away.
Okay, I guess not.
Not for you.
All
She'll
right.
wear swan if she bites us in swan form.
She is in fact not a were swan, no. All right.
that just
I
sounds
think we're good here.
Hell yeah.
Should we go for the fish?
Yeah, we have fish to fry.
question. How far are we
Boo.
until we can do another festival? Because we want to do a fish fry.
We have to wait like 2 weeks, and it's only been like a couple days.
Yeah, it's been a
Right,
couple
but
days.
we don't have to have an official festival in order to hold a fish fry.
That's true. You could just have a fish fry.
Fine.
Yeah, we hold the trial, put somebody to death, maybe some witches, and then celebrate
While
with
the fish
fish
is cooking.
fry. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of those hags, does anybody know where they are?
You can make another knowledge local check, see if you can find them.
We need to have a cool name and make a big spectacle of it.
Alright.
Ooh, how about this? The Stocketh fish fry.
And
Catchy.
witch burning.
And
Stockist
witch
fish
burning.
fry
It's a witch fry.
and witch trials.
Alright. With a essentially a 29, or no, valorousness is that time, so 26, 28. You're not sure of their exact location, but recent rumors have thought that they have made camp on the forest, the woods on the east side of Lake Pensaris, which is where the fish is.
Oh. Which is right nearby. How convenient.
Do you guys want to go hunt some witches? We could like call it a witch quest.
I think we'll call it a haggle.
That's boo. What the fuck?
Maybe we could use that wand of cure moderate wounds on Machiavelli and I so that we're tip-top shape.
I like that plan.
Yeah. How many charges are you using?
Just one for me.
All right, let me know when you guys are healed, and we can figure out our next move here.
I need probably 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that 2d8 plus 3?
Yeah, it should be 2d8 plus 3.
Do.
Unless our vigilante is actually like a higher level cleric. With wand crafting skills for some reason.
What a mood that would be. God, my hand is asleep and I cannot shake it, and it's killing me on the inside and the outside, just everywhere.
Well, I hope you catch it. Wait, fuck. Is your refrigerator running?
Dude, you nailed it. All right. So, where's my Steve?
Don't do drugs, kids.
All right. Is that all the healing you need, Machiavelli?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So, moving on from that. It is pretty late because you guys waited till night to fight that ogre jelly. Are you guys trying to camp or just power through and make it to Lake Pensaris?
How far away?
Let me check the ledger.
10 miles, 15 miles, something like that.
Probably a little bit less than 10 miles to get to the part where you want to get to. Probably like 8 miles.
I think we should probably.
Yeah, let's just camp.
Okay. Go ahead and set a watch order.
keep watch.
Oh fuck yeah, you got keep watch. All right. In that case, if you are keeping watch, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Before going to sleep, Olivia's gonna set up 6 bear traps.
All right.
Are we doing that? Are we setting up traps?
Intense.
Oh yeah.
All right, you set up some traps.
I'll put out my caltrops.
I make sure I know where the traps are.
Yeah, that's a good idea for you.
Okay, so you spot them pretty easily. Alright. I'm gonna move you guys into the wilderness. Perception. Okay, there's gonna be no perception there. Alright, go ahead and place your characters on the map.
That's a waste of a natural 20.
All right. With those perception checks, you don't notice it in time. However, from the edge of y'all's campsite, you hear a deep, slow voice. I remember when the forests here stretched as far as the eye could see. Taldans. They have polluted the land. None who are of their ilk will live while Ruleaf walks the forests.
Well, if we see any, we'll let you know.
And he is going to immediately attack. So everyone can roll into initiative. He's going to absolutely just go for it.
Hey, Phineas, that's us.
I'm not from here.
Maybe we can set this guy on the count too.
God damn it.
Olivia, look away. Don't fall in love with it.
I resent that.
All right. Good initiative rolls this time. All right.
Symbols that you're looking for.
Olivia didn't have keep watch though, right?
No.
Okay, so
I gave it to her if you wanted
oh, how many do you have? Good God.
it. Keep watch. I can do 3 people with 1 cast.
Oh, gotcha. It's multiple targets per casting.
Oh, nobody has to sleep.
All right. In that
Yeah.
case, you guys are awake. Olivia, as you're kind of, just patrolling the clearing, trying to get some nice, at least restful times, if not actual sleep. You see this. Hold on. He's actually bigger than that. He is huge sized. You see a huge sized, about 18-foot tall oak tree open its eyes and begin moving towards you.
I'm going to take my second, 3rd level extract for the day. And then fly 30 feet into the air. So, and then that's my turn.
All right, fly 30 feet in the air. Machiavelli.
Are we trying to talk this thing down or make it into firewood?
Seemed
it's a
fairly
tiny-
hostile.
That hasn't stopped us before.
That's a fair point.
It is kind of challenging when they're already attacking.
Yeah,
Beat on it a
you
bit and reassess.
I respect living creatures. This is a tree.
which are
Yeah,
I mean, like,
finish the thought.
I'm a lumberjack in this case.
All right.
Where does it start? Is it 5 away or 10 away from me?
It's 5 away. Sorry, yeah, the PNG is a little harder to see on this guy.
Okay. 5 up and beat on him a bunch, I guess, then? That's what we're doing?
Okay, go for it. All right. Coriana's Blade. That is a confirmed crit for 22, and then a miss. The blade does not penetrate the bark on the second one. The other 2 are hits as well. Is your shield magical?
Kind of. It is a magic shield, but I get an enhancement bonus to damage.
Okay, then it could bypass this DR. All right, so both of the shields are gonna hit as well, and you crit with Coriana's Blade, chipping away at this thing's bark. Ruleaf has lived too long to be toppled by you. Phineas.
Listen, my guy, I'm just happy I get to stab something.
I conjure a flaming sphere and it rolls at him.
All right.
Pretty terrifying that you throw a flaming ball of nothingness into one, and that it also looks like a book.
This book of pure fire opens in front of Ruleaf the Treant. Gotta stop throwing slow monsters at you with reflex saves. That is gonna be an 18 though.
Oh, that succeeds, and I'll use my move action to study him.
All right, excellent. He lets out this like deep note that almost sounds like the earth itself rumbling, and 2 more large oaks animate on either side of you guys.
Shit, the jig was up!
Oh dear.
Those 2, having been animated, are going to act. The one on the right. How high up are you, Olivia?
30 feet.
Okay. It rips a boulder out of the ground and yeets it at you.
Okay.
That is going to be a 24.
That's a hit.
All right. You are going to take 16 damage as a rock crashes into our flying friend up there. The one on this side, however, is going to just try and slam Machiavelli and Phineas each once. Rolled 2 5s. So neither of those is going to be a hit. Well, actually, it's got a pretty high bonus. Does a 22 hit either of you?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Wait.
Yes.
Nope.
God, son of a bitch. Alright, you roll to the side as this thick branch just punches into the ground.
I can only do it once per turn, so as long as only one concentrates on me, we're okay.
Alright. Noted. Galatus.
Rabbitman.
all right. Is this a knowledge nature?
Shockingly. yeah, it's knowledge nature.
All right. I need to know if it's got
15.
resistance to piercing.
You would know it has resistance to piercing. You wouldn't know much, but you'd know that. Just because the bark is so thick, it needs like a cutting implement to get in there.
That's kind of what I figured. All right. So I'm going to.
It's not. I will say you would know it's not like immune like the slug was. It can still be damaged. It's just
Right.
harder.
Yep. So I'm going to. If can it still reach me there?
Oh, sorry. Let me double check where you moved to. Yes, you would know it. It has at least 10-foot reach here.
Okay. So I'm going to do a move over to here.
Okay.
Is it going to attack me?
It is going to get op attack. Because I assume you're not disengaging.
Right.
All right, that is going to be a 36 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You are going to take 13 damage.
Well, I can stand that for a bit.
Yeah. Damage isn't insane on them. They are just very good at hitting people.
All right, and then I'm going to chuck one of the necklace of fireballs.
Good idea.
Okay.
You know what? Might as well start with the big one. So I'll go with a 96 and target it where it can hit the 2 on the other side together.
All right. Let me see the layout. Yeah, there's definitely a layout where you could hit both. So you kind of just throw this fireball over on this side here. You rip the bead off the necklace. There is a subsequent toss, little hiss as it goes forward, and then an explosion. That's going to need to make 2 reflex saves. Okay, big boss guy fails. His summoned friend passes. You also see that their branches and leaves begin to catch fire. It seems like that was particularly effective.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so let me just do some quick maths to adjust damage here. So he took half, but he took full and then some. He took half and then some. Okay, got it. Got it.
Okay, and then Valeros is going to run up to there.
Okay. Running up to there, he's going to provoke from this guy and this guy.
They have that much range, huh?
Yeah, they tall boys. They huge sized.
Okay. Well, that may not be the best.
I would say
thing.
he would have enough sense, if you want him to stop after one of them takes a swipe, so he doesn't trigger the second one. He could definitely do that.
Well, yeah, but he needs to get close to one, so that's probably going to be.
He could also try an acrobatics check, try to get past their CMD.
Yeah, it's not his best attribute, though.
It's fair. Just options.
Yeah. All right, so he's going to pop up to there and challenge one.
All right, so that's just one then. It's going to be a 24.
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Whew, that's a bit more hefty than the last one. He is going to take 19 damage.
Ouch.
As this, a branch just kind of, whiplashes across his chest. Just leaving this, deep bruise. Probably, coughs up a little bit of blood with that.
Ouch. He's going to rethink his life choice.
Rethink his life. All right.
All right. So he's going to challenge this thing.
Okay. Gets those
and
bonuses.
Attack.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll. 20. Is that with the challenge bonuses as well?
+3.
+3. It's 23. That is going to be a hit then.
All right. Oh, no, sorry. The damage is +3. 20 won't hit it?
Wait, actually, hold on. 20 will hit his, summoned goons.
Yep.
All right.
So 12 damage.
12 damage. He does feel that it's, slightly reduced as the rapier, it kind of pokes through the bark, but he just can't get that driving force he normally does, like he would through flesh.
Okay.
All right, so subtract some damage from that. That's going to be Olivia, who's just taken a boulder to the face, but is still floating above the battlefield.
Well,
Hold on,
I'm going to
delete that so you can see him a bit better here.
See what I have left.
There we go. It's a better, clearer view of the battlefield. Polterface. All I can think of is the Avatar: The Last Airbender episode with the like fake WWE, where the guys is like, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but one of the guys is just called the Boulder and talks in the third person. The Boulder is over his conflicted feelings.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some buffs, go 30 feet up.
Okay, 90
Go
feet up
up.
now. Or you were 60 feet up before, right? So 90 now.
No. I was and then I'm not. I was. I said I'm 30. Like.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
And I'm moving over this guy.
Okay.
I take one, and then I draw another alchemy thing.
Okay. Machiavelli. Or can you still do something else as an action, or was that?
That's it for me. Right
Okay.
now.
Machiavelli.
I'll be able to move and attack.
You are kind of in the middle of these 3 treant guys. Although I will say, you guys, like, without a perception check, you can see like this guy has a face. The other 2 are like just trees that are now moving.
Do I think if he goes down, his trees will go back to regular tree?
Do you have knowledge nature?
Nope.
I'd say give me a straight in check on this. See if you might have like heard about treants before.
Oh, maybe.
17 is actually pretty good. You would think that he used a special ability called Animate Trees. If he either is incapacitated or moves out of range, the trees will like re-root themselves in the ground.
All right, well, let's have a go at this guy then.
Okay. All right, it's a hit and a miss on the Coriana's blade. And then a hit on the first shield swing. This guy still looks like he's trucking pretty good. He's got a lot of bark left on his body. But after that full round attack, as you kind of start to... I mean, he definitely looks injured. You see like a lot of the wood is scarred and pitted now from your blade and shield. Brings us to Phineas.
5 foot step.
Okay.
I'll cast defensively Owl's Wisdom. Succeed, and then I'll have the ball of fire roll at him.
Okay. Reflex save. That time it's gonna be a 6.
Not good enough, Treebeard.
Alright.
That's 11 damage.
11, and then he's vulnerable. Okay. The sphere starts to like burn a hole in him. Tree face.
Is he on fire technically?
I don't think he can catch fire from that.
Okay, just the flaming sphere says if something's flammable, it catches on fire.
Well, let me double check. Because they are vulnerable. I'm not sure if they're flammable, like if the difference is there. You know what? I'm gonna say, knowing what these things are and how they work, I would say let's modify the spell on the fly. Give me a spellcraft check and see if you can like coax your flames to be more like burning than penetrating. I would say a 30 is a success. So he lights on fire. You see there's kind of like a crackling flame like in the center of one of his legs. The ball burns through it. Give me a d6 to see how much he takes for burning damage. Max damage. And then he is vulnerable, so that's another half of that, so 9 total. He's not looking great. As the fire begins to consume this just angry with the world treant. But it is their turn again. So, first off, this guy, seeing you do all that fire magic, is going to go in with 2 slams on Phineas.
That seems suspicious after what I just said.
I wasn't going to do it, but because I don't want to metagame, but I feel like after he saw you burn his boss, the boss is probably just like, yo, fuck that caster up.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, lowest one to hit is like a 30. Okay, this is gonna be a chunk of damage here.
I negate 1, so
All right,
I'll
you
take
negate
the other
1. All right, that's gonna be. That is gonna be an 21 damage.
Ow.
Just like, like he punches you straight in the gut as you just like all the air whooshes out of your lungs. Brings us to animated tree number 2 over here. How is the Treebeard gonna... His name's not actually Treebeard. His name's Ruleaf, as he has said before. But I think he's gonna have him go in on Valeros once to try to knock him down, hopefully, and then go to Machiavelli. That is a 28, so that hits Valeros. Valeros is going to take 16 damage, so barely going to be up still.
Ouch.
But I think you would have already followed through, and he's going to go in for one on Machiavelli, too. Machiavelli, that is a 26.
Yep.
All right. Machiavelli is going to take 15.
Okay.
Which brings us back to the main treant, who's going to try and go a little harder here. He is going to full round attack Machiavelli. Actually, how far away is he from Phineas? He might try to knock Phineas out first. Oh, he's going to try to punch Phineas first. That is a 24.
That hits.
All right, Phineas, you are going to take 13 damage, which I believe is going to knock you unconscious.
Yep, I am dying.
All right. That being said, you'll still be able to roll damage on your turn for him, because he's still on fire, and that hasn't he hasn't taken an action to douse that. All right, so he knocks Phineas down. And I believe that the burning sphere is concentration, so that'll go away on your turn. And then he's going to make the second punch on Machiavelli. It's actually a very low roll for him. 22.
That'll miss.
All right. You manage to like, ba-doom, this like gong-like sound as it impacts your lion embossed shield. But that is the end of the tree's turns, which brings us back to Galatus. Such a good like thinking noise in the heat of battle.
All right, so these animated trees, can they be affected by mind affecting at all? Or are they just animated stupid objects?
Let me double check. I would say yes, because according to the animate tree ability, it just makes them function as a treant who are intelligent.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to 5-foot step and use my blistering invective to tell them off.
Oh, baby. That's gonna be all of them. How do you tell off a bunch of trees? What is Galatus like yelling at them?
You're going to be ground down into toothpicks.
Alright, that's 3 15 DC 15 saves. Alright, let's go with the 2 summoned ones first.
Now, technically, you do an intimidate check, so it's not the DC 15.
That's the reflexes, I think, to avoid just catching fire, right? But what is the...
Right.
Oh, intimidate... Oh, that's to demoralize them. Okay. So if they're demoralized, they take the D10 and then make the reflex. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, go with your demoralized check. I think it's 15 plus will plus CR or something like that.
And I'm going to use one of my options to roll twice. So
Okay, go for it.
For demoralize.
Yep.
It's 15 plus will plus... Maybe it's hit dice, could be.
No, it is 10 plus
10.
hit dice. Yeah, it's 10 plus hit dice plus I think it's hit dice or sense motive, whichever is higher.
So was the 23 is your other roll that you're taking?
Yes.
Okay, so 23, 10 plus, give me 1 sec, just mathing this out. That is going to affect them, so they're all gonna have to make the reflex save.
All right, and they're all shaken for 1 round.
Okay, they are all, yeah, it doesn't exceed it by more than 5, so it's just 1 round of shaken. Big boss gonna pass. So he doesn't need to so he doesn't catch fire, but he is gonna take the D10.
Yep.
Was target's wisdom. Okay, I knew that was in there somewhere.
It's
Left
or sense motive,
tree.
whichever's higher.
Okay, left tree fails, and right tree also fails. So
All right, so they take 2 and catch fire.
okay, so they are both. Hold on, I'm just gonna mark them with a red dot, so I remember that these 2 are on fire. And Rue Leaf is still on fire as well. Okay, so they have the vulnerability from the 2, so that's -3 to all of them. All right. Okay, that was a lot of math, but that's all good. He is starting to look pretty fucked up. As you just yell across the clearing, they're all going to be toothpicks. Fire bursts to life in all of their like leafy canopies. As just like this strange verbal magic takes hold.
All right.
Yes.
Valoros is going to make an attack and say, Galadus, I could use some help.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Maybe a
He's so
flank
fucked up.
party?
19 is not going to do it.
It's gonna hit with shaken, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the shaken
yeah.
is that a -1 AC as well? Yes. So it does do it actually. Or
No, it's not.
oh no, it's not. It's only attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks and stuff. So it is not going to do it, unfortunately.
Darn it.
All right. So the blade lunges forward, does not penetrate, but that is going to be Olivia, who's still flying above Rue Leaf.
So I'm gonna going to swift action study him, and then I'm gonna get into flanking position with Machiavelli. And then I'm going to attack. Oh wait, how fucked up does he look?
Give me a perception check on him, or knowledge nature, either one. You think he's probably like below, probably about like 1/5 hit points.
Okay.
I say, being a teacher that teaches counting by tens and not fractions.
Well, actually, I'm just gonna go for the regular attack and then.
Okay. So you're flying in with the blade for this?
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna op attack
So
you on the
you-
way down, unless you acrobatics
Okay.
out the way.
I mean, I'll try. There's no reason not to.
That is not gonna be the CMD. So he's gonna get a 27 to hit you.
Yeah, hits.
You're gonna take 19, but your attack does go off and get through.
Uh-huh.
Is it just masterwork, or is the rapier enhanced?
It's magic.
It's magic? Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. You fly down, and he does, like, do this, like, right hook punch into your ribs, but as you're doing this, like, straight dive down, sword extended, you take out one of his eyes, and it begins to leak, like, greenish, like, tree sap out of it.
Yeah. He is now sickened.
He's now sickened. Let's get another thing on him. Let's get some green for sickened. Okay. Machiavelli.
Got this tree down.
Hell yeah. Those are both misses. Those are also both misses.
Oof.
As a
flanking help with any of those?
Oh, you're flanking on a diagonal. Hold on. Let me. The
Is
last
that 19
one.
to a 21?
19 to a 21 is gonna do it. All right. You just try to like wail on this thing from below, but it is just like trying to like regrow parts of its bark, and it's just countering you at every turn. Phineas, first of all, make a D6 roll for this dude's burn. Max again. That's gonna be 9. This thing is almost covered in flames. It is like gonna start a forest fire. This thing's about to burn down. Then make a save to see if you're bleeding out. So it's gonna be a Constitution save -2 because you're at -2. It's Constitution though, not Fortitude.
Yeah.
You're good. You can just reroll it for that. Okay. Okay, so that is you're gonna lose 1 more health. You're at -3, but not dead yet. Wait, can you say that again? You're really quiet for some reason now.
Can familiars cast spells from scrolls? Probably not.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
All right. Ruleaf. He is going to try and punch Olivia. Olivia, is that 20? Is 25 your actual health, or is it lower than that?
No, I took 20 earlier, right?
19, I believe it was.
19.
So you're at 6.
Then I'm at 6.
Okay. Does a 22 hit?
Is that including the -4 from it being shaken and sickened?
It is. This guy is
Then,
Big
yes.
Daddy Tree. All right. So minimum damage, you take 11, which is going to put you to -5. You're going to go unconscious.
Yeah.
There is pretty thick foliage there, though, so I don't think you're going to fall the full distance. So you'd get hung up.
Yeah.
So that was his first punch. Second punch, Machiavelli. It's going to be a hit. Machiavelli, you're going to take 15. This dude is going to 5-foot step towards Galatus and try to hit Galatus with a 20.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh, 20. Okay, well. Are you deflecting it? Because I think you've gone since then, right?
What do you mean?
Or you're. Oh wait, sorry. Phineas does snakes and stuff. What am I talking about?
No, I can actually. I have a parry riposte. Might as
Oh,
well
okay.
give it a shot.
Do you want him? Yeah, go for it. Not going to be enough, unfortunately. You're going to take 19 damage.
Ouch.
Second roll is going to miss. And finally, this guy is going to try to take Valoros out again. Miss. Then he's going for Machiavelli. Ooh, he's shaken, so he misses Machiavelli as well. Alright, Galatus, go ahead and roll a d6 for all. They're all on fire. Or sorry, wait, did you burn him? Or you're burning these two with your fire.
I'm burning the other two.
Okay, got it. Alright, and then go about your turn.
All right, and if I 5-foot step, I'm still in his reach, right?
Yes, you would be.
All right, so I'm going to use another one of the necklace of fireballs, and try and get the main guy and his sub one next to him.
Okay. You chuck that over. Roll your damage.
Okay. It's going to be 76.
76. Okay, roll that. I'm gonna roll. Okay.
Oh, much better roll.
Oh, baby. All right. As the last, as this burst of flame rips through the area where you're camping, it engulfs the trees just on the edge, just on this line, so it doesn't get Olivia. And that one burns down. The other two's roots sink back into the soft loam of the earth, and we are out of combat.
Dang.
True. Some of us are fighting for our
That
lives.
being said,
Right.
we are still going to stay in initiative order. Hold on, let me just delete some tokens here. Because we have people making saves. So,
All right. So Valeros, his turn, is going to run up and apply healing.
okay, so yeah, Valeros still hadn't gone yet, so we can go up to Phineas. I believe that is enough to stabilize, because it's just 10.
Okay.
So, Phineas, you are still at -3, but you're not bleeding out anymore. You managed to apply a compress to your wound. All right, Olivia needs to make a con save -5.
Yeah. Is there any reason that I need to make this, or can I just magically heal me? Because I'm never gonna make a 15.
Okay. You're gonna go down to -7. Machiavelli, can you get to Olivia and heal her?
I'm only at -5.
Is she in the
Oh,
trees
sorry,
or
negative-
on the ground?
She's up in the. She's about 10 feet off the ground in the tree branches.
How tall am I? I'm 5'10". Can I jump up and heal her?
With what are you trying to heal her with?
Cure light.
Give me an acrobatics check. See if you can high jump that.
How about climb?
You can try to climb instead. You can move at half your speed on a successful climb check. Climbing a tree, a 14 would be a success. So you can get up half your movement. So are you 20-foot move speed?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still enough. That's 10 feet, and then roll your heal check, which will automatically stabilize. Or your just the D8 or whatever. Yep. Okay.
Heal
So
10.
Olivia comes back at conscious. I'm gonna give you guys some XP here. Give me one sec.
Oh, you heal one more. You heal 11.
Everybody is gonna get 2,400 XP. And with that, we're gonna take our second break here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna go try to get the baby settled for sleep, and then we will pick back up.
The ent's name was Ruleaf.
Unmute. Transfer over. Okay. I'm all good.
Did the tree have any treasure?
No, it did not.
It didn't have any ornamentation the week of Christmas.
No.
Are you serious, man? I'm disappointed.
I didn't
No
think, I didn't think
special
about that.
acorn?
Look, I didn't plan it. You guys randomly got a treant. Oh man, I
All
feel
right.
like I blew that. All right, well.
So we should be able to finish out the night and then go search for the catfish.
All right. Yep. You guys can finish out the night easily. Not going to be any more encounters there. So that would put you guys back on track for the catfish. What is your plan for the catfish?
I think first try and gather some more information about it.
Okay.
Are there any fishermen, hunters, trappers, people who live in the area?
Yeah, for sure. So you guys would know that right near that spot. Hold on, sorry, just fixing my audio really quick.
You're saying one of the fishermen got like dragged under by it?
A full-size like barge got dragged under apparently.
Ooh. Anybody
Just walk
survive
out,
that?
like,
No, there were no survivors from that. But you would know that over here. Sorry, one sec. Just getting all my stuff lined up so this makes sense. All right. You all would know, however, that this lake, it is under, first of all, it's under Baron O'Kara's kind of jurisdiction. You would also know the full story you guys heard about. So the fish is called, they call him the General. He scuttled a pleasure barge. And rumor has it, it is still deep beneath the lake. This is a very popular fishing locale with kind of a small fishing village over here. So you would definitely be able to like interview people there. If
All
that's
right.
what you'd like to do.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check to gather information.
Phineas, you want to use your special ability?
Yes, I'll use Ears of the City.
Oh,
So-
baby.
In 6 seconds, I hear everything we need to.
Hell yeah. Alright, so, you are going to figure out a lot of the skills you're going to need if you're going to make this work. So, to track the General, he's very hard to see, but reports, while varying in description, think the catfish falls somewhere between 15 and 20 feet in length. It's not diplomacy. So you will need a total of 5 successes, and this is going to take a couple of days to do. You can make up to 2 checks a day, but you need 5 total to find the General. These checks are either handle animal, knowledge local, knowledge nature, perception, profession fisherman, survival, or swim. And I'm going to move you guys back to our lake map, but during the day. Boop, 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 boop. Give me 1 sec to reset daylight. I wish it had the daylight mode, but it does not apparently. Okay. Yes, I will add the things down. There is a lot. I'm gonna give you guys this. Give me 1 second. I'm just. Yeah, here you go. You guys, actually, I'm gonna say you guys would know from local stories exactly what is gonna be easiest and what's gonna be harder. So these are the respective checks and their DCs.
Well, I'll take perception because I can't fail that.
Okay, so you guys can make 2 checks the first day. All right, so that's perception. That is a success.
All right, who's got a good knowledge nature? I've got a 6 bonus on it.
God, why does my computer's like messed up right now?
You know what? I'll give that one a go.
Okay, go
If
for
I
it.
can get... All right, so 14.
Does anyone else want to assist for that 15 on the success?
Don't have it.
Yeah. I mean, like
wow.
basically
Okay.
any knowledge is gonna be. I get like a +9 on every single knowledge, and then I get a D6.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys would definitely be able to find that. I am going to give you guys as tribunes would be able to requisition a boat pretty easily. I'm going to find you one the perfect size, RTL.
We demand their finest, smallish boat.
Here's your boat.
That fits all of us.
I believe a pleasure barge is needed to lure it out.
Yeah, you think so?
It feeds on them.
They are its sustenance. Okay, so that is
Generation.
2 successes the first day. You guys could just bunk in the fishing village for the first night. Next day, you can make 2 more. Which checks would you like to make?
Do they have to be different, or can they be the same?
These ones have to be different.
Well, yeah, Olivia's got her knowledge.
Okay, knowledge local. That's another success. So the ones you have left are like handle animal and survival and swim.
What's my swim? Is it reasonable to say we wouldn't need our armor?
Hey, if you want to swim with the general without armor, it's your call.
I can get a 9 swim or a 6 survival. Somebody else probably has something better.
7 survival.
You are the winner.
All right.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Tis not going to do it.
Unless I'm tracking, then I get a 13.
You are tracking, but a 13 is still not enough.
Well, then...
Well, then I can assist. Right?
Yeah, how many people can assist?
No,
There's no limit on really how many you can assist on these checks. Okay, so 13. Phineas is up to brings you up to a 15. I believe you need a 20. So I don't know if you can actually hit it now.
Yeah. I don't think so.
All right. But that was only the survival check. You got knowledge local. So you had 3 successes, which brings us to the 3rd day. And you guys can make 2 more checks. I will say you can make ones again that have been failed. Is the difference.
All right. We'll go for survival again. There we go.
Right off the bat, Galtus, you follow like the various patterns of different schools of fish in the lake and realize which areas they are avoiding.
So, profession doesn't say it has to be trained. Can we try profession fisherman?
That is true. Professions do not have to be trained skills. You want to give it a go?
Sure.
Okay.
I got it. I should have been a fisherman all this time.
Beginner's
Natural born fisherman.
Good God. Phineas,
Adventure
you
life.
you
So
spend
long for
the
you.
first 2 nights before you get to this 3rd day just like watching the fishermen in this village like go out and cast their nets, use rods, and you're just like furiously take down notes in your Gishfit and then just absolutely nail their techniques on this third day. So you guys are going to find the stretch of lake. It's up on the northernmost tip where the general is hiding. You know this is his hunting grounds. Give me a perception check. $35. I don't even know if he can beat that with his stealth now.
I took the fishing very seriously, Ben.
All right, Phineas. About 20 or so feet down. There's no art for this guy, unfortunately, but you see a catfish. Whoops, one not big enough. This token assumes, they're kind of curled around at the time, but he is a full 20 feet long with these enormous whiskers.
He's a big one.
What do you
There
guys
she
do?
goes.
Hold on, let me...
Yar.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Come on. All right. So as soon as he knows there's some hostile stuff going on, he's going to attack. So you guys do have a first move here. What is your plan from the boat?
I think first we all buff.
I'm gonna roll initiative.
Oh wait, give me 1 second before everyone else rolls in. I'm just going to make sure it's clear. Galaxy, you got a 13. Okay, go ahead. You can roll it now. I'll
I can
roll
again.
in the general. You don't fuck with the general.
What can the general tell me about saving car insurance?
Fucking y'all are full of puns tonight. Alright. So everyone gets there. I would say you at least get buffs that don't last like rounds, because you probably cast them on the way to his his hunting ground. So I think for sure you would have those buffs up.
Looks like the general goes first.
Alright. So make sure you mark down your buffs. The general sees a boat sailing his waters, plying the lake. But Lake Penseris is his home. He is going to charge out of the water at an angle, burst out of the water on the prow of your boat. And after a charge, he is going to go and try to bite Galatus.
Boo.
Galatus, what is your flat-footed AC?
How are we flat-footed if we know it's...
Oh, you didn't know he was coming, so sure. What's your regular AC? This guy's got a really high chance to hit anyway.
18.
Okay. His big old catfish mouth closes around you. You are going to take 15 damage. What is your CMD?
It is 18.
Alright. You are grappled in the general's mouth.
All right.
I'll never expect it from there.
I was going to reach him, but this makes it easy.
Machiavelli. Your turn.
Is there room for me towards the front of the boat?
Well, Galatus isn't there anymore.
Is he in the fish? Is he still
Technically,
there?
I guess he's like in the fish. So yeah, I'd say you could stand on the front pretty reasonably.
Sure, I'll take up Galatus's post, give a little stab.
God bless whoever decided to put the general in book 2. It's a serious game where you're building up the loyalty of a town. There's like, it'd be great. Big old fucking catfish. Utterly ridiculous, but gotta have some humor, I guess, lighten it. Coriana's blade, so you moved up. You only get the first attack.
What? Just one. Yep.
21. Oh, go away, Sticky Keys. No one likes you. 21 is going to be a hit. So that is 14 slashing against the general. And brings us to Galatus, who is in a dark giant catfish's mouth.
Okay. Is there any chance from here I can miss
What kind of attack are you doing?
with my rapier?
With your rapier? What is a one-handed
It's a
weapon?
light weapon.
Yeah, huh. So technically you're inside. So there's actually stats when you stab on the inside of something. Still roll an attack roll. It is. I'll tell you right now, it's way easier. I think barring like a nat 1, I don't think your stats would allow you to miss.
All right. So, Bane.
Bane, aquatic animals. That does hit it. You stab it in the roof of its mouth for 30 damage. Good lord.
You guys see the tip of a rapier come poking out through its face.
It comes out the top of the flesh.
Dude,
Aye.
Skeletus is still alive.
He's hooked him. Excellent.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's get some pirate battle music as we fight the general here. Alright. As we go with the general.
All right.
This is the one moment of humor I will fully allow. Is who flank? Is Phalos flanking with you in the fish?
Yeah.
I guess technically yes, he is. As the mouth is between you two.
Uh-huh.
All right. Going for his attack.
Just updating my buffs here a little bit.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was gonna be more epic piratey music. All right, 29 is absolutely gonna hit. With that, it's gonna deal 50. Okay, 28 damage. General is still alive. Brings us to Olivia.
At the end of his stab, his rapier taps Valoros's, companionably.
Ting!
I'm still here, buddy.
There we go. There's some battle music. All right.
Galatus, I see you have taken up noodling.
Reverse noodling.
He is the noodle now.
Yeah.
Um.
I guess I'm gonna like fly up and around it.
Okay. You take off out the boat, kind of fly up behind the general. Brings us to Phineas. Or did you already have fly active? Can you still do a standard?
I mean, you said it's like
I said you could have the minute per level buffs up already.
yeah. So yeah, I would have fly active, and then I'll do my attack, I guess.
Okay. Go on
And
through.
then I'll swift action study it so that
He's a fish.
yeah.
All right, you stab this thing in the back, yet it is still alive. Phineas.
Take a flying leap onto the fish.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. Catfish are real slippery. Where's my fucking... I think that does hit the DC of slippery surfaces. Okay. You are astride the fish.
And I reach up in the air and say, King of Whispers, grant me the power of lightning. And then I bury my fist into its head with a shocking grasp.
Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, yeah. That's gonna hit him.
So altogether, 22 plus 9 is 31 damage.
Okay. Hold on. Oh my god, the general is like one hit from death right now. Lightning crackles over its skin. The beginning smells of a fish fry penetrate the air. But the general has lived here for so many years, and he's not done. Step 1. He is going to swallow Galatus.
Whee!
Alright, so you're going to take some bludgeoning damage from the swallow. As you end up in his belly.
Okay.
You are going to take Up. Math. You're going to take 18 damage as he gulps you up.
What's Galatas taste like?
Probably a lot like armor polish. But like nice tea. What do you say?
Something wonderful.
Delicious Galatas. With Galatas going into the stomach, it is. What's it gonna do here? It is gonna finish its full round attack by trying to hit you all with its fins, which are weirdly spiky. First of all, it's gonna try to like just. Well, it doesn't have a good angle with its fins on Phineas, ironically. It's gonna go for Olivia. You're within range of touching it, so it'll probably hit with its back tail fin. That is a 21 to hit Olivia.
No.
All right. The next one is a potential crit on Valeros. Not one to confirm. However, on a general's fin crits, part of the fin impales Valeros and injects a painful venom into him. Give me a fortitude save. Valeros is nauseated for 6 minutes and just begins violently vomiting over the side of the boat.
How much damage?
The actual damage was... Sorry, I just rerolled that die. Hold on. 7 damage. Not a lot of damage, mainly about the poison.
Alright.
Alright, with that, we go back to Machiavelli.
Would I be flanking with Galatas in the fish?
Yes, because technically, I'm gonna say yes, because technically you can make attacks after a swallow whole maneuver, inside the creature. So yeah, all out.
Okay. I have precise strike now, so let's see if this works right. And this damage.
Is that 2 nat 20s? Good God.
That is 2 nat 20s.
The odds.
Definitely did not add it. Okay, let me do the shield, see if I put it around that one.
Yeah, damn. Okay, well,
So 3.
with that crit, 32 does confirm, first of all, 2 nat 20s, 27, that confirms. 32 slashing is going to kill the general. How do you think Machiavelli reaches over, flanking with Galatas inside this thing's stomach, kills the catfish?
I'm gonna slice him open just so like Galatas just kind of like slides right out.
Just slides out into the water, covered in fish guts.
That was disgusting in there.
You were just giving him a chance. We knew.
Yeah.
The general just goes belly up in the water.
Well, it's going to be fun towing him back to shore.
Also
What
on
you
that,
do
you
is
guys can take
line
20
through his
there.
nose.
Go ahead, what? Oh, what do you say?
What you do is you loop a line through his nose and attach it to the back of the ship. I just start going into all this fish person speak.
Yeah, having fully embraced his role as the group's fisherman. So first of all, you guys...
Hang on. Can you use your electric ability to maybe make his muscles twitch to make him swim back to shore a bit?
I could get a few good pushes.
Give me... Give me a spellcraft check for what is fully not how this spell is used.
I can do it.
I think you get one good push. As the fishermen are just like, why? What the fuck? Why are they doing that? Alright, so... Speaking of the fishermen, first of all, everyone gets 800 XP. Second of all... The fishermen are gonna start spreading like the legend of you guys around Moret County. You guys become local legends, gaining 2 loyalty points.
It's about time.
Hell yeah. All right. And that is a complete success with the fish. I would say with your guys' networks, you could probably just send it back to the city without you guys having to carry back a fish.
Yep.
Pretty reasonably, I'd say you'd be able to source some people out there. All right. So.
Fishes to the fish fry.
Alright, hold on. This game has me making the most fucking ridiculous notes. 25.
I think the hags would be interested in a fish fry to lure them to us.
We
It's gonna be a witch fry.
can tell them it's a hagfish.
Yeah, don't
Boo.
put the trial on the invitation though.
Yeah, that would be a fucking faux pas. Okay. So, well, I mean, do you guys is that the plan you're going with? You guys would also know this is the lake on the eastern side, is supposedly where the Circle of Hags is hanging out.
I will say that I have to get off in like 5 minutes because my family wants to trim the tree.
Word. I mean,
So, hag for next week?
yeah, should we save the Hags? Or is next week one of our... Let me check the schedule. I think we're still on for next week, right?
We're playing.
Sorry, it's so hard for me to keep track. Yes, we are still scheduled for next week. If we're wrapping up there, I'm just going to give a few explanations of stuff we're doing. Just in the future, so... Well... I'm actually just going to post this later, don't worry about it. But I will do, as always, our shout-out to Sirenscape. Thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download either the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 10 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't need to register, just head on over to Sirenscape.com to find out more. I'm going to drop our usual links in the chat. And if anyone is still listening, episode 3 of the Sundine Chronicles came out today. That's, of course, the original podcast that I put out with several other cast members from the server. We are going to be taking a break from the podcast for the holidays. However, this Friday, we're going to have a special... I'm going to leave it running while I'm doing other stuff. We're going to have a special Christmas screening of episode 4. And during that screening, you can get a code to unlock a free PDF. Thanks to the people at Paizo who sent it over. A free PDF of the Lost Omens Pathfinder Society Guide. So if you're bored and want to listen to a code like that, feel free. The raffle will be open until well after Christmas. About January 11th is when the raffle ends. But apart from that, thank you everybody for watching. We'll run one more ad. And then as always, I'll be in the party chat in case players have any questions before we go. Thank you.